The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
Damn!
All right, welcome everybody. We are back, and it is Wednesday, and we can see that Matt is back. Matt, anyway, you can angle the camera so the DL show's not taking your forehead off. Like aim it up just to here.
Let's see. Go that way.
Does it go up at all? It doesn't angle up.
It does, but I don't want to.
There it is, like that. That's good.
Okay.
Just clears your head. Perfect. All right, Grelba, welcome.
How's it going?
All righty. You guys, yesterday, by the way, was February 20th. Did you guys know that was International Pipe Smoking Day?
Really?
Well, at least it's not pole smoking day.
It was.
Yo, Rick.
There's a difference? Anyway.
Smoke the pipe.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody in the chat. I see Ricky Compton, T-Boys, Guitar Wayne, Everett Cummings. In a moment, I'm going to break out the fucking, what was that show? I see Susie. I see
Romper Room.
Romper Room, the end of Romper Room.
Magic Mirror.
I never watched that.
Yeah. I think you might have been
I remember that chick being kind of cute. I got to look up. Let's see.
Well, I sent you a picture recently of 4 girls.
Yep.
And the only thing you wrote back was the guy I'm with, the guy I'm sleeping with.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't? That's how I
said
construed
the
it.
guy I'm with right now says that he likes Phoebe Cates better. Then you said, well, yeah, Club Ramrod.
Exactly. Are you a Phoebe Cates fan, Matt?
Oh, yeah, she was quite the babe.
All right.
But
And
the
I
two
think-
girls on the outside were pretty doggish, though.
Yeah, but bringing them up is like sitting there, going to a restaurant and going, yeah, these 2 things on the menu look good, but those 2 things on the corner of those rat traps on the corner of the floor don't look appetizing. Yeah, we're not looking at them.
The meat in that sandwich looked good, but the bread looked stale.
Well, you know how we feel about bread on this channel. Now, I don't know where Matt's phone is, but I'm sending Matt the picture right now.
Okay. I've got it with me.
All right. And there's a picture of Phoebe Cates standing next to Betsy Russell. And I have voiced on this channel many times that I thought Betsy Russell back then was far more attractive.
I thought you meant Betsy Palmer.
Betsy Palmer's more attractive as well. You know, I love a good slash.
She's the chick in the blue.
She's the best one in the photo. That's all you have to know.
There's only 2 good-looking chicks in there, and they're in the center.
Yeah. I wouldn't say better. I'd say equally hot.
Oh, yeah. Either one.
Phoebe
Either one's
Cates in that picture just reminds me that every dude wants to bang Eddie Van Halen. Thank you very much,
No,
folks.
you
I'm
could
here
say
all
that-
week.
Oh, that Valerie Bertinelli. Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing. You can say that about Valerie, but I don't.
She always looked like
Phoebe
his
looks
sister.
Phoebe looks like she could be their child.
So I banged Van Halen's child. I wouldn't care. if she was
Oh,
his
and we can
child.
set that up. Wolfgang's on
As
the
long as
show
it's not
next week.
Wolfgang, yeah. Is he a pitcher or a
Oh,
catcher?
you fell right into that one. Man.
Yeah,
He'll
I know.
be here next
Is he a
week,
pitcher or a
folks.
catcher?
What
He's
movie
whatever
was
you
this
want him
from?
to be. He's very.
What movie was this from, Dave? Because I don't recognize this.
It's called Private School
Private school.
Ah,
with Matthew Modine. A fine piece of cinema. Let me tell you, guys, all last week we were talking about movies that I watched. And I was like, there was one more I watched, and I forget what it was. And so we dropped the ball on talking about it. Have you guys seen a movie called Payback?
Oh, with Mel Gibson?
You know it.
Yeah, a long
Gibson
time
is-
ago when it first came
It's
out.
Porter. He plays Porter, and Val Resnick double crosses him and steals $70,000 from him. Jables is entering the party, folks.
Whoa,
Hey,
hello.
Yeah, John.
Did I send that to you or just to RL? Oh, hello,
know.
children. Did you know that China and Japan are Oh, really?
Great
That-
one.
The
No,
day
you
was
didn't
up.
send it to me this time.
Oh,
Just every other time.
Oh, him on the mic doing it in the studio.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They were doing, yeah. So I watched the
It's funny.
really. So I saw a movie called Payback. Have you guys seen this movie? It's a classic.
That's a
Long
Mel
time ago.
Gibson classic.
I remember I
It's
enjoyed
the
it.
greatest.
I
Yeah.
love it. I absolutely love that one.
Are you
I-
threatening me? I'm threatening Carter.
That's just mean, man. That's just mean.
Coburn's awesome in it. The movie's fantastic.
It's really good. Yeah.
Too bad you'll never live to spend it.
Coburn
the
as in
girl?
James Coburn.
Oh, James Coburn. Yeah.
Wow, that
He's
is old
who's
then.
the
'cause he's
woman
been
that
dead for a
96,
while.
I think?
99.
99?
What?
I would have said
Maria
96.
Bello, I think. Maria.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maria Bello.
Yeah.
She was good looking back then.
It's a great movie. And he plays Porter. What does he have a first name? I just know him as Porter. It's great. It is, and it's a short movie. And first of all, some of my all-time favorites are in this movie. David Paymer is in it,
Oh, yeah. He's
Lucy-
in everything.
and Lucy Liu. Which, by the way, which gives Lucy Liu
Oh,
some
yeah.
really big cred. Because not only is she in Payback, which is one of my favorite movies, she's also in Lucky Number 11, which I can't push on you people enough as being a great movie.
Nice.
I started watching it once and I fell asleep 20 minutes into it.
Wasn't Chris Christopherson he's
He's the head of the
organization?
syndicate. He's like, we're not a syndicate, we're a they
I
call
don't
it the
remember.
organization, whatever they call it. Was like they were trying to not sound like they were doing criminal activity. Are you threatening me? I'm threatening Carter.
Was he
That's a
was he Cornholio?
So funny.
Are you
It's a
Matt,
really
you
good
haven't
movie.
seen it, huh? Matt,
No, I haven't.
because he's got a gun to build William Devane,
Uh-huh.
and he tells William Devane to call the boss, and that's Chris Christopherson.
Mhm.
So he calls him and he says to Chris Christopherson, he says, hey, listen, if you don't give me back my money, I'm going to kill Carter. Are you threatening me? No, I'm threatening Carter. The movie's fantastic. It's Mel Gibson at his absolute best.
Yeah, what's that? 98, 99?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
You could take your Braveheart and
I
shove
love
it up your ass. That fucking Payback's the greatest thing he's ever done.
What was the other one that came out right around the same time? Was it Conspiracy Theory with Patrick Stewart?
Ransom? Give me back my son.
No,
Yeah.
I remember Conspiracy Theory.
Yeah, I don't remember the movie, though.
I just feel like
I think
it
it
was
might have
like in
been
the same summer blockbuster sort of thing.
What year was that? I think that was before that.
Ben Deo says he's trying to wrap his head around the Phoebe Cates disc. I'm just saying. I found a picture that was
1997.
from the cast of this movie. And you look at Phoebe Cates, and to me, it's like, yeah, 15-year-old DL would eat a pile of shit to bang that. 56-year-old DL says, pass. I'll pass on the boy with the Eddie Van Halen haircut. That's all I'm saying is, at some point, John. Hey, I don't know if you guys heard
Listen
this.
on
Did you guys
Phoebe
hear that?
Cates. Ooh.
Did you guys hear that? What's the porn star? Kate? No, what the hell's her name? Something Cagney Lynn Carter.
Cagney and Lacey.
Cagney Lynn Carter, the
Lynn
porn
Carter.
star. I think she was 36 years old. She ate the fucking business end of a shotgun last week.
Whoa, who did now?
Thank you, Hannah Baum. Thank you.
Well,
Cagney
that's
Lynn
what shot to the
Carter,
face that
nice.
really got her.
Who shot themselves in the
Cagney
face?
How do
Lynn
you
Carter
not?
is
How
like-
do you not go right into the joke? I'm threatening Cagney Lynn Carter.
That's right. Well, she ended up calling the police saying, I'm going to commit suicide. And they're like, are you threatening us? She's like, I'm threatening Cagney Lynn Carter.
That's
Myself. Yeah,
I don't
she
know
ended
who-
up shooting herself. I don't know.
Oh, she
I
spelled
gotta-
everything
I gotta-
with K's. What dope.
I got a
No,
funny
I-
story. So
Who
my
was this
singer's,
She did it.
my singer's girlfriend was out of town. She was in Ireland for 2 weeks. So last week we're playing, and after the song, I said, folks, we might have to end early. Jim has to run home and clear his browser history. Meanwhile, we're dying. And he goes, no, I don't. I go, correction, folks. Jim hasn't masturbated to porn since Jeanette Little Dove.
Okay, I don't
You
get that.
don't understand.
I don't know who
Nobody
that
in the
is
crowd is. Jeanette Little Dove was like Crowbar knows who she is. Jeanette Little Dove was a porn star in the mid 80s. But the point is, nobody in the crowd is laughing or even understanding what I'm saying. And all three of us can
I'm
barely
looking up
breathe.
some.
We're laughing.
By the way, I just
You wanna
looked up
see
this girl. I've watched my fair share, and I don't recognize this girl at all.
Who?
Cagney Lynn Carter.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah. Some pictures she looks pretty cute. Some she looks a little rough.
Yeah, Ariel sent me the information yesterday. Told me, did you hear that she died? And I didn't, but
Nope.
I don't
What
know.
did she do? What
She
is a music-
took a shotgun and pulled the trigger.
No, I know that, but who was she? Is she an actress?
Oh,
or-
she was a porn
Yeah.
star.
Oh.
What did she do? She did DP. She
Like
did
I said, took shots to the face.
There's
cocky.
so many jokes.
Yeah, I mean, you could go anywhere
Yeah.
with it. But anyway, so
Shotgun
then
bukkake.
So then I sent Jim a text of Jeanette Little Dove.
What?
You got to see what if you guys are all on the internet, look up Jeanette Little Dove, what she looks like today.
I've never even heard
And
of her.
ask me, has this woman
I
come
remember
to your
her.
house and asked if she could clean your house for you?
Does she say, Mr. John, I need to clean your house?
Housekeeping.
This woman was
Housekeeping.
very attractive in the 80s.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at pictures of her from the 80s, and she
It's
doesn't
all
look very
bad.
attractive. Oof.
She was on all the top magazines, Cherry,
Oh,
the top magazines. I'm naming the worst ones there ever was.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she looks like the housekeeper that George Costanza banged in his office.
Oh, Georgie, is this really Cashmere?
What's this
Right, that
spot?
one. Yeah, that's
what's the
exactly
red
who
dot?
she is.
That's the
In
best.
fact, I'm going to have to go back and look because maybe that was her in the episode.
Oh, wouldn't that be a damn thing?
Oh, my God. Anyways, I love throwing out the Jeanette Little Dove reference. I forget who it was we referenced last week. But anyways, folks, The Payback. Everybody should watch it. It's on Netflix, I believe, or Prime. Either one, it's worth of. It's like maybe an hour and a half. I also watched Thanksgiving. Have you guys seen this picture?
I will be
Not yet.
Right back with you.
Okay. So Thanksgiving is supposed to take place in Plymouth, Mass. Folks, a little spoiler alert. It's not Plymouth. I play in Plymouth every Saturday. I don't know what town they were in. probably someplace up in Canada, but it was not Plymouth. The movie was funny as hell. It definitely had some humor to it. My issue is it's a somewhat humorous slasher film, and we all know the rule of thumb, folks. Don't go over 90 minutes. What are you doing going over 90 minutes? It's an hour and 45, so 15 minutes. At about an hour 30, I start looking at my clock going, this thing's still not wrapped up yet. What the fuck? 90
Yeah, I
minutes.
know. The best horror movies are best horror movies are 80 minutes. 70 to 80 minutes.
You never want to go that far in. So, anyways, it was a little too long. They dragged some parts out, but it was a cute movie. It was a cute film. I recommend Thanksgiving. It's funny. Some of the Boston accents in it are pretty funny. But, like I said, something to watch. What's going on? Folks, this is Dave's guitar channel, by the way, and something we never talk about is guitars, amps. But what's going on, John? Anything going on in the biz end?
I don't know. I actually
Anybody new repping
was
Bad Cat?
texting somebody about the biz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
we'll
if
get
there
back
was
to that
like any
question
news.
in a second.
Okay, good. We'll get back to that.
I'll talk. Yeah, I have some stuff that I think is really interesting. So I'll tell you in a second.
I watched a little Rick Beato today talking to one of the DeLeo brothers, talking about Interstate Love Song. I wasn't expecting to see him play a chord that I didn't know he used in the song. It's like a B6/9 flat 5 as the.
Yeah, he said it was a bossa nova that he.
Yeah, but I mean, the other chords I knew, like I knew it was a C sharp minor 7. I knew the next chord was a C minor 7 augmented, so a sharp 5. So I knew that, although other people will call that chord something else. It's a common jazz chord. But then the next chord I just thought was like a B add 9. But it's a B6/9 flat 5. I thought that was interesting.
Your boy Jim Fine bought a Bad Cat. Did he tell you that?
No.
Yeah.
What did he get?
That was wild. He bought a black cat.
Oh, he bought a black cat.
Yeah, I gave him like my manufacturing cost on it, so he got it cheap. But yeah, gave it to him today
because he was telling me that line 6, the Spider, was the end all be all amp for him. I can't believe he's.
It's true. He goes, "This black cat's okay. It's no Spider, but it'll suffice."
Wheat Project said Billy Joel's new song, "Turn the Lights Back On." Thoughts on it? Here's my thought. Billy Joel has a new song? Who the hell knew that?
Isn't he
Who's
retired?
Billy Joel?
Actually, last week, Howie was saying that we talked about, he thought Kiss Alive, we were talking about that versus the Judas Priest Unleashed in the East. And then I thought to myself, what would I rather listen to? Rob Halford sing about banging dudes or Paul Stanley singing and pretending he doesn't? Thank you.
The Metal God and Star Child.
Star Child. I didn't know he had a song. I'll check it out, but I mean, I haven't. You know, when somebody from a long time ago comes out and they have a new song, I'm a first to say, yeah, I don't care. Like, I didn't even care when Ace Frehley did his 10,000 volts. Like, I don't care, but it came in my feed, so I clicked on it. If it didn't come in my feed, I wouldn't go searching for it. I don't care. Somebody asked me today, who was asking me about Dynasty? Oh, Joe. So Joe might be back. Joe wasn't feeling great. He said he's going to go lay down for an hour. But Joe asked me what I thought of the album Dynasty, and I heard Hard Times today by Ace Frehley. Do you guys know that song?
Hard times when they're drinking me so.
You think they could have mixed the bass on that record? So you could hear it?
Yeah, I got to go back and listen to that. I know you can hear it on I Was Made for Loving You.
What do you guys think of the Eagles lawsuit? Who are the Eagles suing?
Who's Don Henley suing?
Who are they suing?
I have no idea.
I have a question. Volume.
Wait, is it the band or the football team?
Right?
Yeah. Cold Roses. you're asking about a volume pedal. I've always just used the Ernie Ball, but actually I prefer to use the volume on my guitars. I have a volume pedal. I don't ever use it. You guys, what are your thoughts?
If you're controlling volume in front, then yeah, just the volume on my guitar. But if you want to put one in the loop so you get like those cool swells, that's cool.
I use my volume knob. I used to
myself,
drive my sound guy nuts. He hated that I used my volume knob.
My sound guy used to be Jerry Mathers, and he would always say, "That's so swell."
Really bad joke.
That's a Leave It to Beaver joke, folks.
I know.
Leave it.
It looks like
although Frelbach's joke of old bug eyes isn't bad.
Trial to begin in case over Eagles stolen Hotel California lyrics and notes.
From who?
Glenn Horowitz, Craig Enciardi, and Edward Kosinski are charged with conspiracy in the case. According to the indictment, the suspects possessed the stolen notes that included the lyrics to the songs Hotel California, Life in the Fast Lane, and New Kid in Town. I mean, I don't understand. What did they...
Oh, they must have found that they have the notebook.
Okay, I see what it is. Yeah, it's handwritten lyrics and notes, like as memorabilia. The original stuff, they stole it from Henley apparently, and they're trying to sell it. And so that's what's going on here.
Now, how did they manage to steal it?
I don't know.
I mean, I would think that probably they left it laying around for someone to find, and now they're saying, "Well, I want it back."
Well, look at this. That's what he's got. Glenn Horowitz, Craig Enciardi, and Edward Kosinski. So you got a Jew, an Italian, and a Polak,
and a
all sitting on an indictment bench. No,
right.
They have indictment bench.
That joke almost writes itself.
Felder wrote the music, and Henley wrote the lyrics. Ricky Compton says, I thought Felder wrote it. Felder wrote the music. This is the notebooks where they wrote the lyrics out when they were writing the lyrics to tunes.
Do you think on the back of Don Henley's notebook where he was writing all those lyrics, he had like a big Slayer like scratched into the cover?
Metallica.
Iron Maiden.
He wrote the Journey logo on it.
Right.
Judas Priest.
Oh, speaking of big news, I guess that's big news.
What?
Your boys in Slayer have announced that they're going to headline 2 big music festivals this year, and they've been.
I saw that they're doing a reunion.
5 years, so they must need a little bit of cash.
Who's going to open up for them?
It's music festival.
I thought they weren't getting along, right?
And stuff.
Weren't they fighting in the band?
I don't know. What I had read was that Kerry King came out and released a new song that was like his new band or whatever, and he had said that he hadn't heard from what's his name, Tom, whatever, the singer bass player. He hadn't heard from him since the last show that they did. He said once they retired, he was like, that was it. They just like didn't talk at all. So it's like, wow. I don't know.
Well, I think there was some political stuff too. I think Kerry King might be a lib.
Oh no.
No idea.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
that's what I
the lineup. Lineup is Motley Crue, Slayer, Slipknot, Korn, Judas Priest, Disturbed, Five Finger Death Punch, Evanescence, and more.
Sounds like a show I don't particularly care to be.
Yeah, that's a show for. I mean,
well, Judas Priest is okay on that.
Yeah, but have you guys heard any of this stuff that they're calling metal? Stuff like 3 Days Grace?
No. They've been around forever too, but I don't know them.
Yeah, they've been around like 20 years.
They are horrendous. Let me tell you, they make the Bee Gees look like fucking death row bikers. These are the faggiest douchebags. And trying to sing metal, it is so ridiculous. And speaking of which, welcome Howie, everybody.
What
Howie, have you ever heard these bands like 3 Days Grace?
I heard the name, but usually I shy away from that stuff.
Oh, don't ever listen to it. It's absolute garbage.
I had to play one of their songs in a band 20 years ago. I can't remember the song.
I'll just say this: if you call that metal, then you would call Green Day punk, and you deserve a Rochambeau. What did Rel say? Was Wally Cleaver Moore?
Wow.
Of a
According to
Fender player?
Wikipedia, 3 Days Grace has been together since 1992.
Oh, wow. I thought they came around in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I never heard of them until definitely way after high school. I have no idea when their first.
No,
record
Judas
was.
Priest isn't coming around with KK. KK's got his own band. KK's Dumpster Fire. What is it?
KK's Judas Priest. Back
KK's
catalog.
I think I confused 3 Days Grace with School of Fish because they had a song called 3 Strange Days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, 3 Days Grace is awful. And there's a bunch of other bands that are all like that. Like, I can't even remember what the name. But, I have Angelina as a student, and she'll play me one of these songs, and I'm like, you honestly listen to this stuff?
What about My Chemical Romance?
Oh, the worst. The Black Parade. Just honestly.
That's not your
Song
jam.
we used to do.
When
Song we
I
used to do by them was "I Hate Everything
I
About
can't
You."
stand them.
I had to learn recently a song for a thing I did for some students or whatever, and the song's called "I'm Not a Vampire" by the band called Falling in Reverse, and I actually wound up
Heard of the band?
liking the tune.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was surprised at how it's very edited in Pro Tools and stuff, but the guitar playing, there's kind of a shred solo, and it's a well-written song.
But what's the vocal like?
No. I mean, he's singing,
Yeah,
but it's that kind of it sounds like he's yodeling, and I'm not a vampire.
Rise Against is the other band that I can't stand.
Don't
Rise
they call
Against
that
is
emo? Isn't that emotional?
It's all it is.
Yeah,
But
it looks emo.
they wrap it in metal, but it's really emo.
Yeah.
And John may have hit the nail on the head. My Chemical Romance might be the leaders of this whole shebang of horribleness.
Yeah, I don't think they were ever trying to be metal though. That was more like a punky.
No,
emo.
they weren't. They were more emo.
Yeah, but this I mean, I can just speak for this one song. I was like, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Not bad at all.
So who's going out on the road for Glenn Tipton? Because I know Tipton's still in the band, but he's not going to tour.
That friggin' producer there, what's his name?
Not John Shanks, right? The other guy.
Hang on.
Why can't I think of his name? I know who it is.
Well, it's Richie Faulkner and
Styles Bitchley.
Styles Bitchley.
Dennis.
At some point in the early 2000s, all of the vocalists of these emo sort of bands stopped using vibrato. Right? You listen to some of the vocals, and at the end of notes, they just hold the note with a bit of a steady whine instead of a vibrato.
It's like they sound like 13-year-old boys.
I broke up with my girlfriend.
Yeah, it's like nursery rhyme type stuff, and
when I hear these,
the R&B influence went away.
Yeah.
When I hear these bands like 3 Days Grace, I'm like, what is the name of that Haftorah? They sound like a 13-year-old boy on the Beamer. Sorry, folks. These jokes are for me and Howie. You can all fuck yourselves.
Not for me. They're for you.
You understand them.
I understand.
You don't go to a Shriners fucking place and not understand the.
They have Glenn Tipton listed as the present guitarist, but not touring now.
Well, he is in the band. But speaking of Shriners, guys, for $19 a month, I just want to let everybody know to sign up for Dave's Guitar Channel. For $19 a month, I will send you this adorable Love to the Rescue blanket. God. Nobody? Hey, so I want to talk about a couple of commercials that have been driving me nuts. The first one I saw at the Super Bowl, and it was the Jesus washing the feet.
Oh, that was terrible.
and they have an NXS song playing in the background. Nothing says Jesus more to me than a man who hung himself trying to masturbate.
The old choke and stroke.
Right? The other thing is, Amy Schumer on YouTube, they keep showing me this Amy Schumer ad on Hulu. And she's like, I still feel 35. 35 what? 100 pounds overweight? What the hell happened to you?
I know. Hey, she looks
ballooned up nicely.
She looks like Linda Blair's ugly sister if she had like 12 dozen boxes.
She
of
looks
donuts
like she ate Linda Blair. She's a horse now. And
Really?
she's like, I still feel 35. Amy Schumer, you haven't seen this commercial? She's like, I still feel 35. Are you kidding me? At 35, you were just fat. Now you're just obese.
Ouch.
She looks awful.
Huh.
She looks awful. I mean, and someone told me that she actually put on weight for the role. That's how devoted to the role, to the craft she is.
Well, roll, ROLL.
She's devoted
She
to
was
the craft.
dedicated to rolls.
Craft
craft
service.
Devoted to the craft cheese. She's devoted to craft macaroni and cheese. Oh,
That's
God.
so bad.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
All right, I gotta
The
look up. I
exception
gotta
says-
look something up here. I just
Okay.
discovered something, and I'm genuinely curious. So the PRS MT100 that just came out, the Mark Tremonti, the big one, the 100-watt one,
Uh-huh.
it's made in Indonesia. That surprises me.
From what company?
PRS. I gotta look. I'm just curious. I'm looking at the price. 1849 street price. Okay. I'm just wondering, like,
Exactly, RL.
I mean, how, with inflation and everything happening, I never know where a product is going to be socially acceptable to sit, like, price.
You guys, RL has the joke of the night while you guys are asleep. DL's back in the fat shaming
That
game.
shaming game.
Fucking gold. I will say
trying
this:
to bring
RL had a great
bring it
joke when
back
he
to
lost
the
like
Guitar Channel. Guess
before
not.
RL went carnivore, he lost like 10 pounds, and he was like, I'm at my heart attack weight.
I love that old joke.
Yeah, that's a classic from him. Also, the last one I want to mention, a commercial, is they have all these commercials. It comes up every 5 minutes for Lumi deodorant.
What is
I
that?
was
Jesus.
I was stinking bad, and I went to my gynecologist, and she said, "What the fuck is going on here?" and told me to use Lumi. Folks, listen, and I don't know who's out there that's stinking bad, but on carnivore, there is no scent anymore. It's all from food you eat. But watching these commercials now and thinking about it, I'm like vomiting in my own mouth. I'm like, there's like this Chinese one where the girl like goes to pin the guy and she gets close to his feet and she's like, no. And I'm just like, you all stink. And if you don't believe me about food being the cause of why you guys all stink like shit, walk up to an
Some
Indian
fat
dude.
shaming.
Yeah, walk up to an Indian dude and you'll smell the cumin, the curry. Now, they don't notice it
That's
because
true.
they eat it 24, but it's true. You can smell it.
The Koreans smell like garlic.
I can
too.
refer back to Andrew Dice Clay when he talked about driving a cab. When the guy drives a cab, these Indian guys, and they look at you with that smell. It's a classic. But I'm just saying, I'm not
shut
being,
up
listen,
already.
I'm not being anything. The smell is the food you're eating comes out through your skin. It doesn't matter. If you eat garlic, tomorrow I'm going to smell garlic on you. You want to stop whatever's going that you got to go to a gynecologist because you stink. I would seriously try an elimination diet of all food and human contact.
The irony here is that my wife doesn't really eat that much tuna.
I saw that joke coming from someone. I was waiting for the tuna fish comment.
It's such a rotten joke.
That's a great one.
Dave's Guitar Channel, huh?
RL claims the heart attack joke he stole from
We're
Karen
canceled
Nealon.
in 3, 2,
Exactly. I'm just waiting. I'm trying
Only
to
the finest
push every
musical
button on
obstacle.
YouTube I can, and they can't. They won't come after me. They're like, this fucking Jew. Who cares? Nobody's watching this idiot. Right? But that girl in that commercial, she's always like, under boob, my armpits, this. I'm like, and she's like, I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor, and so you're a doctor, and you
sweat like a
created a
pig.
way to mask people's smell, not figure out what's causing the smell, because easily you can figure that out by the garbage they eat. But I'm a doctor, so I'm going to tell you what's proper to mask that smell. Yeah, you know what else? You could walk around with, what's it called? Amyl
Smelling
nitrate
salts.
under your nose. I only know that word from watching Columbo.
Sure.
Amyl nitrate. The guy faked his heart attack on the boat. Anyways, folks, this is the shtick we're dealing with today. And for my joke earlier that Bingham and Howie missed, I think you guys missed my joke about Kiss Alive versus Unleashed in the East. You can listen to Rob Halford singing about banging dudes, or you can listen to Paul Stanley singing about pretending that he's not banging dudes.
It's solid.
Have you guys seen Paul Stanley with the interview with Martha Quinn?
You asked
Yeah,
us.
he's
Nobody-
acting like
Yeah, you asked us this before.
yeah,
Nobody
he
walks.
acts like
I'm
he's
just going to
sitting
say you should look it up and watch it. Nobody walks away from that interview accusing him of being straight. It's true.
Really?
Oh, didn't we have sex in Italy? What? She's looking at him like, what? You limp dick fucking Hebrew. By the way, let me just say the best portrayal of any Jewish man on film is Sir Laurence Olivier in fucking The Jazz Singer. Have you guys seen him play the father, the cantor in that movie?
Yep.
Long time ago.
Neil Diamond is like, you know what? I've never acted in a movie. I probably can't act. Let's get Sir Laurence Olivier to be my father. Let's get the greatest guy. RL, what are you messaging me for, RL?
Hello.
RL, that's a comment for the chat. You could have said it in there again. He says Martha Quinn is the Joyce DeWitt of Erin Moran.
That's lost on me.
Uh,
Isn't Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company?
Yep.
Yep.
He's saying she's
Brunette.
terrible. And then he's saying of Erin Moran, who played Joni on Happy Days.
Well, me,
this is my
I
nephew,
like Janet
Chachi.
better than Chrissy, but I like Cindy better than all of them.
This is my nephew, Chachi. Chachi, how about you have some interest in the ugliest girl in town? All right. She looks terrible. I can't really do worse. Love. Heck, then he's on the Love Boat with Christy McNichol. It's like, wrong.
He's really getting around. Dating the dogs.
He said to his manager sarcastically, geez, can you fucking put me on TV with uglier broads? Sure. Love, exciting, and asking you will receive.
Oh, shit.
Bill Mays says Joyce was doable. Well, I think I'd rather bang Furley. I said it here, folks.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Joyce, I gotta remind myself.
Did
I
Carol
made all my
Channing,
money and all.
did Carol
definitely.
Channing cancel her appearance here today or what?
Definitely would now. You
Oh, I
know.
forgot to get a clip.
I would now. She's 74.
Yeah, Shane isn't
looking-
wrong.
Just looking great.
Guys, stand by for 1 second, please.
Stand by.
Please stand by. Technical difficulties.
All these
Looking up
things, every
Joyce DeWitt,
commercial out there, by the way,
1985.
Ricky
Need a
Compton,
drink.
every commercial, whether it's for plaque dysinate, whatever those words are, whatever these skin diseases are that people get. Oh, this is for this. This is for psoriasis. This is for my Crohn's disease. Everything is all from food. So instead of stop eating the food that's causing it, we're going to say, take another pill. Take a pill. We'll kill you. We'll take your life nice and early.
Is everybody following Eddie Abu on Instagram? He's my favorite.
I love him. I
This is
love him.
fucking shit. You're feeding your kids fucking shit.
This is not food.
He's my favorite.
He goes to the cereal. He's like, breakfast? Heart healthy breakfast? This is not food. This is shit. He's
my
great.
favorite.
Oh, I love him.
What's his name? Eddie Apu.
Eddie Abu. It's like
Abu.
Abbew.
Yeah.
He's
He's
what is he?
great.
Former
He's a
former
personal
like
trainer.
bodybuilder,
Yeah.
former nurse or current nurse. I'm not sure what he does.
Oh yeah. He talks about stuff that he had to give. He's like, I gave these people, and it's like nourishment. Some drink called nourishment. He goes, this is the opposite of nourishment. This has nothing your body needs. Yeah, you go to a hospital, they're feeding you poison. Everything's poison.
Yeah.
Oh, all that stuff, Billy, is all garbage. All garbage. And you know what I see? I saw somebody in the supermarket today. This person was wearing a fucking mask walking around. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so nice that you can go shopping by yourself. You fucking handy motherfucker.
Dude, I
You
saw a chick
handicap
running.
fucking.
I saw a chick running down the sidewalk the other day, jogging with a mask.
Just stupidity.
I'm like,
Absolute stupidity.
you're not even around it.
Be careful, you'll catch a fucking cold. Get yourself COPD from fucking breathing at 68% oxygen into your blood. But make sure you do that while you fucking wear a mask and protect yourself from. I mean, it's like so nuts.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, and it's stupid. It really is.
People be cray.
Well, they probably have another one ready to launch on us because it's an election.
Yeah, the next pandemic.
Ricky's bringing up boner pills.
Yeah. Oh,
Boner
again,
pill.
another thing.
Yeah, I mean the simple cure to having to take boner pills is just not be married to a fucking wretched, awful old lady that let herself go.
They say the best thing for a
Nags you
man's
to death.
erection is diet and exercise. The problem is most women don't want to diet.
I like how as soon as I said that, Matt kind of was like the wife is in the room. I'm gonna get in trouble. Matt didn't say it; it was just me. His opinions are all my own.
If erections last more than 4 hours, get more ladies.
Keep fucking.
That's right.
Yeah,
Get
quit
what?
fucking.
That was
Get
from
So funny.
Get More Ladies. That's what Tim Meadows says in Dewey Cox. Take one of these. It will give you an erection. And if erections last more than 4 hours, get more ladies.
Those commercials are so funny. It'll be like some athletic dude in his 20s and his smoking hot girlfriend. And it's like, come on.
Oh, the commercials?
Why did that remind me?
For like the hymns or the Trojans or anything to do with boner pills.
The
Why'd that
original
remind me of
commercial
Will
was-
Ferrell? Will Ferrell playing, what's his face, Neil Diamond. I wrote this song when I killed the drifter to get an erection. Forever in blue jeans.
Classic.
Oh, shit.
Classic. The original commercial for like Cialis was like a husband and wife. They look like they might be in their early 60s, late 50s. And the girl is like dancing to some like band. I want to say it's Fish. And even though I'm watching this on a commercial, I could smell the patchouli coming through the TV. And I'm like, let me tell you, I can cure this guy's erection in 2 seconds. Get a different chick. She's awful.
Uh-huh.
She's
How
rotten.
HBO.
How he's hiding his erection with his dog right now.
With hymns. We were just talking about the erection pill commercials.
Oh, jeez.
It's I mean, they got to sell you everything. I got to get into pharmacology. I got to stop making. Have you also seen these commercials? My name is Helen. I walked 6 blocks today. I'm so proud of myself. Really?
6 minutes. Whoa.
Actually, you would know the guy Ken Mears, Dr. Ken Mears. You would recognize him, Matt, from the gym.
Really?
He worked out at Gold's. Oh, yeah, he owns this thing. I mean, these commercials are on nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Dole did do the first. He was the first celebrity.
Well, that was Viagra.
endorser
This
of
one I'm talking about the
Viagra,
first
yeah.
Cialis ones. Yeah.
And I gotta ask your homeboy Gary Harrison what the name of that strap company he represents is. I have this leather strap. It's like There it is. It's no big deal. I'm sitting here talking about a leather strap.
Does he do couch?
Fuck, I can't tell you. It doesn't. The bad thing about the strap is it literally has no insignia on it anywhere. But I bought it. I bought it from Gary Rudenko over at Amp Shop in Hollywood. I was there one day, and we were talking about Gary Harrison, and he goes, "Oh yeah, he does these straps," and I was like, I was just shocked at how soft the leather is. It feels incredible, and I had this guitar in its case for the last month and a half. I kind of forgot that the strap existed, and I pulled it out today, and instead of caring about the guitar, I was like, "Ooh, the strap." I just forgot about it. And I got to call
just
Gary
go
Harrison.
online, look up Southwest
Say, Gary,
Sales.
give me like
I'll
a
tell
half
you
a
what it
dozen
is.
more of these straps.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if he's online. Wasn't it Southwest
hoping
Sales?
John, are you hoping to get some other maybe accessories like some harnesses and things like that?
I could. I
that's
mean,
the
it's
manufacturer.
really soft. I'll be like,
You
Gary,
like
do you
it?
have anything that happens to have rabbit fur on one side?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a page.
No, man, this thing's killer. It's bad marketing on their part that they don't have any insignia, but I'm seriously, I'm like thinking,
Is that
God, I gotta get like 3 more of these.
Yeah, call him. You have his number, don't you? Do you still have his number?
I think I do.
Yeah, I would call him and bug him. Live
I
on the
typed in
show.
Gary. There it is, Gary Harrison.
He's cold.
Wait a minute. He's an old rep. I know that guy. He's old, isn't he?
Yeah.
How dare you?
He's in his
Oh my
70s.
God, he used to come in
He's
I-
old.
When I first moved here, are you done, Wilmer?
Yeah. Sorry.
I worked at a store in North Hollywood that's long gone, and God, what did he rep back then?
Dean Guitars,
No,
Spectraflex cables. He did Godlike pedals.
He wasn't Coast Wholesale, was he? Command?
No, he had Southwest Sales was his
No, that
own.
was
He was
Craig,
a person.
that was Craig Leon who was the rep for that back then.
Oh, you know Greg?
Craig.
Oh, Craig. Do you know Greg Leon too, the amp guy?
No, Craig Leon was the rep for
Yeah.
Coast Wholesale. He's the guy that sold me my main acoustic that I still use, this Takamine that I use all the time. I needed it
I
like
remember the
last
talk.
year. He got me a great deal on it, and I still use it.
I just texted.
Gary Harrison, I know that I knew him back then.
Oh yeah, he's bald. He
Yeah.
Dresses
He did-
nice
he
all
was-
the time.
yeah, always in a suit. Speaking of a suit, I got fitted for a jacket last night or yesterday. Somebody want to tell me what size you think I am?
Large.
Your jacket
Or-
size?
For a jacket size for a sports coat.
Were you in the men's department or the women's department?
Hold on a second.
The ladies. No, yeah, I was in the men's.
42 regular?
No, but that's a good guess. And
I know
so
the thing
they
is you
have
got a
three
big chest
kinds of
because you
fits.
lift.
They have a regular fit, a tailored fit, which is more athletic, and then a slim fit, which is super small.
I'm going to go with
still
three
wide though
slim.
from lifting?
3 slim.
Is your chest still wide from lifting?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to keep it over 40. I know your waist is
46.
far
I'm a
away.
46 short.
Oh, okay.
46 short with a in the slim like extra. And he even said he was like, I could probably take in some on the slim for you too because it's still a little big. But I thought that was nice to know. Now you all know. So if you guys want to buy me a sports coat,
I don't.
I like one of those yellow ones like that you get from Happy Gilmore.
Mm.
The gold
Green
jacket.
jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit? It's a great movie.
Anyway, I just wanted to know what my size was. So I was right by the store and I'm like, I popped in. And actually the guy who was there was the tailor that did my suits years ago. I was like, hey. It's pretty funny. You're going to like the way you look. I went to Joseph A. Bank.
Is that in the mall?
No, it's in like it's a regular standalone store. But I just wanted to know what my size was in case I did want to get one. But I was like, let me see what size I am. I got
I was going to
nothing to do.
Who passed away that you need a suit?
No, it's just no one yet.
He's getting
We're
ready.
still talking about it, but I'll tell you right now, I knew it was Barzini all along.
Next thing you know, DL's gonna be producing his own music video where he's dressed like the early '90s, where he's wearing a suit but no shirt or tie underneath it. It's just like
And no
chest
pants.
hair and suit material.
No, but I am trying to get my wardrobe a little bit up. I wore a dress shirt last week to my gig. Everyone's like, "What are you dressed up for?" I'm like, "I'm dressed up because I wore a dress." Because usually I just wear a t-shirt. I'm still in my jeans, the same sneakers I wear every week. I'm like, it's the same clothes. I'm wearing a dress shirt, and they're like, "Keep it up. It looks good."
they go, did you find a place to live? You were like,
Did
"It's
you
just
bathe?
dirt."
Did you bathe this month? I was like,
Did
yeah.
a cow shit in here?
They were like, we couldn't tell because you don't stink. Like the people who are buying this fucking Lumi deodorant.
Loomy.
It's so funny.
But she literally says, I went to my gynecologist and she was like, what the fuck?
Strange smells coming out of that cave.
Did a cow take a shit in here? Christ.
What have you been eating? Well, PFK's mostly good stuff.
Yeah. And I'll say this, because I'm just going to be open about it, guys. Vegans have a smell to them, do they not?
I don't know about vegan.
Great question.
Oh, my God.
I've never noticed anything.
How do you know when somebody's
I
vegan?
know one vegan, and I can't say.
Hey, you don't have to know.
Notice.
They'll tell you.
They tell you the first 3 seconds, exactly. Anyways.
What's the diet that you have to eat to smell like open asshole? I think that's
The American
one
diet.
That's the one.
The human centipede diet.
What would I smell like if I was on the all Krispy Kreme diet? Just Krispy Kreme.
Ooh. Sugar, glazed
sugar bomb.
sugar.
It's like
Good
sugar
smell.
shits.
Honestly, that is food. That is the heroin of food.
Crispy.
Krispy Kreme, fresh
Oh
when they're
yeah,
hot.
I don't like donuts, but just like Ingve. But no, I like Krispy Kreme.
What kind of
Yeah,
animal
I think
comes
those are
out and
terrible
says I don't
donuts.
like donuts?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Dave said, if you get them warm.
The same
the
kind of
glaze
guy that eats
nice.
bear claws in his closet 2 at a time.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Right?
I don't normally
I don't-
do this.
I don't exactly. Oh.
Oh, what was that from? I remember that one.
Oh no!
That was a Chris Farley, right?
Oh, the 2 at a time.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the line where he says, I used to eat bear claws 2 at a time is from Chris Farley.
right. I get them lodged right here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I got
God, I
50
miss
bucks
Chris
left on my expense account. I'm going to have to buy you a drink. How do you like them apples? That's a Farley line from that episode.
That's funny. He's great.
Need to rename the show 5 Guys, 1 Pup.
One pup.
Oh, because of
Oh,
Howie's
Howie
dog.
got the pup.
All right, Arella, we'll do the jokes up here. That one's not happening.
Swing and a miss.
Oh man!
a swing a better.
I had to spend some time on the phone today with Jeff Bober of Buddha amplification fame.
Oh yeah,
Very excited. I like Jeff Bober. I like his ears.
back when I had a Buddha amp, I actually talked to him when he
shit.
still had the factory before he
Why
sold
would
it to PV.
why would a guy at one amp company call a guy at another amp company?
We called
He
Jeff
doesn't make-
Bober to inquire as to whether or not he may or may not want to do like a collaboration project down the road.
A
Yeah,
Buddha
he's
amp?
no longer with.
We're doing no Buddha.
No, he hasn't been with Buddha for a
forever.
while.
But
Oh.
just,
They sold to
just like
PV
always
years
trying
ago.
to
Yeah.
trying to figure out new shit. That's all. And we were talking about who are some engineers that we really like. Who do we? And I was like, man, I really like my Buddha stuff. Fucking sounds great. Well, let's see if we can get a hold of Jeff. We'll talk to Jeff, see what happens.
I
How
heard there's
was
a
that
new
call?
a guy who just started building amps called what's his name? John Bingham. I heard he built a couple of really nice things.
He is very busy as the CEO of Hollytone Amplification, though. It's an international conglomerate at this point. If anybody wants one, I'll make it for you. They do sound fucking good. How you haven't heard it yet?
No, sir.
Oh, I gotta bring you one.
And Ryan apparently brought a
Please.
Strandberg, right?
Yeah.
Who did?
Yeah.
Ryan
exactly.
Greeley, who comes on the show, and
He hasn't been
we
on
have
the show in like the last 2 years.
yeah,
That's why
but he,
people are saying who.
but he's also in the Facebook chat of me, Bingham, and Ryan. And let's just say he likes to make long comments. I mean, he said that one thing about what he had to do to that guitar, and I'm just like, he doesn't expect me to read this, does he? What the hell is
Back
going
in
on?
my
Nobody in
day.
this group knows who he is except for Ricky Compton and Krellbar. We don't need to
Yeah.
bring up poor Ryan.
I'm just saying he bought a Strandberg and he seemed to really like it, but
Yeah. I love the concept. I played one and that thing played incredible. But
I like him
it's
too.
a guitar that's like it's so small. If you're a big dude, it just looks off. Looks like a
Yeah.
travel guitar no matter what.
Yeah, I just picked up that E-Art headless guitar and stuff, and I'm kind of a big guy, and you look in the mirror with it, and yeah, I kind of look like Leslie West with this thing.
The more I play that Gretsch that I've got, the more I think I like big body guitars.
Yeah.
You're not haunched as much when you're a big dude. I mean, I'm fucking 6'2".
Mhm.
Big guitar just feels better.
True that.
Big guitars and little women. What?
maybe you should get a King V.
Ooh. Like Robin Crosby.
Yeah, he was a big dude.
Yeah, he was 6'6" or something like that.
Yeah, he was tall.
And you guys, do any of you guys watch Game Show Network at all?
Once in a blue moon. I like Match Game.
Not in a long time.
There's a show called Mastermind, which has the guy from The Chase. You guys know The Chase, the Beast, Mark the Beast, whatever his name is. He's like the trivia guy. He's like cute. He's like 6'6", and at one point he probably weighed over 400 pounds when they called him the Beast. Now he's on Mastermind. He lost all kinds of weight, and somebody hasn't had the fucking balls to say to him, "Hey, get your suit taken in." He's wearing his fat guy suit. It looks like it's just hanging on him.
Oh, I know that guy. Okay, that's the trivia. The
Yeah.
trivia challenge. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
How much money can he be making on the Game Show Network? He probably can't afford it.
They're reruns, aren't they?
He could take the same suit. He can afford to get it tailored. I would hope. He's got to be making. Irel, what's he making on that show? Can you find that out for me? He knows the people over at Game Show Network. They got to be making on it.
That I'm knocking out 2204s in the garage. That one's good, but the JTM 45 one's better. That's
This one says 2 million.
The Beast, Rel, from The Chase, Mark the Beast Levette on. He's on Mastermind. He's one of the panelists. The host, Brooke Burns, very attractive blonde lady on the show, and Mark the Beast Levesque, I think I couldn't tell you what his name. He's a British guy, and you could tell he used to be huge.
Yeah, I'm seeing on several sites 2 million.
I'm saying the guy's 6'6". He's good at trivia. He wears suits that are way too big for him. Krellbar, get yourself a big fucking suit. Get yourself a David Byrne suit. I'll get you on the show.
Ask yourself, how did I get here?
Got to get the David Byrne thing going. That's what he looks. You know, he looks like the David Byrne suit, but it lost the fucking, whatever the anchors that are holding up the shoulders. So it's just you can see he's a 400-pound guy down to 250 in a 400-pound guy's suit.
Mm-hmm.
Skinny guy in a big coat.
Yeah, but he's not skinny, but he's just not. He's not the beast that he was. Do you guys watch a show on YouTube called Rate My Takeaway?
Nope.
This guy's like, he's English.
RAPE, rape my takeaway.
No, rate.
Rate.
Oh, rate.
So he goes to these different restaurants and he brings his own table and chair and sits outside right next to the door.
I know who he is.
Oh, and he's always like, cameraman. Oh, these are good cameramen. Oh, he's like, taunting the cameraman.
RL
Take my
got me
radio.
on that for a
It's in
minute.
the chat.
I watched a couple of them.
Yeah. I mean, you can't watch a
Hello,
lot because he's
Brad.
just eating garbage. I mean, he sits down, he eats like so much crap, and then he's like, who the hell wants to eat that? I always think of it. He's like, where does this guy go to take a dump? Does he bring his own porta potty with him? He literally has his own table and chair. Gold.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Cameraman. Hey, Brad's here. Janice is here.
Oh, Brad the guitarologist.
Yeah. Yeah, he put up a video the other day I watched. Oh, he got that 12 string. I watched that 12 string video.
Brad should pop in.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. If he can, I'll send him the link. What happened to the guy who ate all the food?
Where's Joe?
Joe wasn't feeling well. He said he would be back at 9 if he felt better. He
Ooh. There is big news this week.
Ooh.
Big news. This is gonna
Hold on. Bigger than Cagney Lynn Carter eating the fucking business end of a fucking
That's
Winchester?
correct. Yeah. This is
Oh,
actually
Remington?
gonna change. It's gonna change the group. The audience is they're going to appreciate this. So you're aware of my hard-boiled egg woes of late. We discussed this.
Yes, you couldn't peel them.
That's correct. There's a trick. I actually have to give credit to my mother, of all people. I bought an air fryer, and I literally just take the eggs and put them in the air fryer, and they peel. They turn out perfect every time. You don't have to put anything on them. They fucking peel. It's unreal.
Really?
How
There you
long?
go,
and
folks.
how hot?
275, 14 minutes. And you
I'm
get a
trying to remember,
little bit
is
of
it-
jelly still in there, in the middle. So it's not totally.
What is described the
Get
yolk?
the
Is
honey,
it runny?
Junior.
Is it
the
runny?
yolk on the outer edges is like a little more solid. On the inside, it's yellow. It's like gooey.
By the way, this conversation, Bingham, is the conversation I have with RL when we get on the phone. We just did get the honey joke yesterday because we were talking. We were like, when you make bacon, and he's like, oh, I'm dipping it in sour cream. He's like, oh, yeah. Well, I do this chicken and burger. We're talking about all the ways we're just eating protein, and we're like, get the honey.
So funny.
It's unbelievable. Every little trying to thing about.
Dave,
how
you
we
still
eat
make
food.
those eggs you used to make in the oven? I know you probably
I
won't
always
use
just
the green
do
onion,
sunny
but-
side up, 3 sunny side every day. Today I had 3 sunny side. I had salmon. I had cheesecake. I had a little mascarpone cheese.
I think next time I have
Must-
eggs, I'll make it that way though. It's I like.
Oh, it's
that
good.
way.
It's the easiest. You put it in a muffin tin, throw it in the oven.
with feta cheese.
Yeah.
Feta cheese and
Feta
green
is
onion.
a revelation. Feta on eggs. Oh, it's so good.
oh yeah,
Oh,
feta on
especially
anything.
real feta, sheep feta, not the cow feta. The sheep one is the good one.
My friend Jeff orders a bacon feta pizza, and I'm like going, geez, that doesn't sound right. And I had it. It's an awesome combination.
Yeah, now all you have to do is get rid of the pizza pot and bacon and feta. Just
Yeah.
eat it in a bowl. It's the best.
Bacon, feta, and cheese.
Now, Krell, let me ask you, because we've had this conversation. Are you going to try it for March?
What I am going to do is the first day of March, I've got to do this slow because I have gallbladder sludge. If I start doing it right away and my gallbladder starts emptying, I'm probably going to get some shit trapped in there and it's going to be a bad.
A good way to start is to start just slowly cutting the carbs now.
Yeah, well,
So
what I'm going to do
first-
on March 1st is that I'm going to go strictly just meat and vegetables and absolutely no other carbs other than that. You know, it's like, then I'll do that, see what happens, wait a couple weeks, and I'll switch up to every other day. And then, you know, within a
Terrible.
month and a half.
Terrible
I can go
idea,
full.
by the way. Congratulations. You just had the
I've-
worst idea. It's terrible.
I've got, you ever have a gallbladder attack?
Doesn't matter.
I
Your
mean-
gallbladder is used. The veggies aren't saving your gallbladder. They don't do anything to your gallbladder. So whatever
consume a
portion you're
ton of fat all at once right now. That
you
cleans
don't have
out
to
your
consume a ton of
gallbladder.
fat. You can eat the same amount of fat. Just cut the veggies out. But what you're doing is you're not getting the nutrition from the other food because you're eating vegetables that are blocking that nutrition from being used. So it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, okay.
I don't advise it.
As your lawyer, I
I'm just
don't
saying.
advise it.
As your accountant, these people make tips for a living.
Hey, Dave, are you a doctor? Or did you say a Holiday Inn Express last night?
Exactly. No, seriously. But the point is, and Arel will definitely confirm because he did the same thing. And I yelled at him. Well, we talked about it, but you got to do it. You just got to do it, and then you see where the shit flies. Then you see where the shit flies. Now,
I just don't
is
want
your
to suffer
stomach
from
going to be
one of those
great?
attacks
No.
again.
Let me tell you. Are you going to have the runs? Probably, because you have microbiomes in your
Toxins.
intestines that are begging for that sugar and that stuff that you don't digest. But once you get rid of that, like you got to imagine that you're a junkie, and you're coming up with every excuse why you can still take heroin a little bit, and you got to just get rid of it, and then go through the 2 weeks of hell and come out on the other side like everyone else. Now, Matt, what say you?
What's that now?
What say you?
Oh,
What do you say about it?
I agree. I would not continue the vegetables. I would just go right into it. Yeah, it did give me the runs for almost a couple of weeks. But
yeah, some people get it, some don't. I didn't get it. Arel didn't get it.
Once you get through it, you're okay though. I know.
Yeah,
like Joe Rogan did it, and he had it really
totally. Yeah, and that's because imagine you're a junkie, and you're not feeding your body what it wants, all the bad bacteria that's in your intestines. But once you get rid of that, what happens is all of a sudden all your bloat is gone, and now you're eating meals, and you're like, okay, I feel different. I don't feel like this sick bloat anymore. I don't feel like I'm satiated, and it's a different game. I'm just saying, I'm telling you the road to success, you can take it or you can fight it.
Dave, when you first told me about this, didn't you say you had some gallbladder pain for the first couple of days or something?
I did have pain in my gallbladder.
Yeah. So
and I watched the doctor who said you expect it.
I didn't. I had none of that. But
yeah.
You may fall somewhere in between, Krell. You may get some, not a lot.
The last attack I had was in 2019 when I was first losing weight and stuff. And oh man, that puts me on commission all day, and it's pain. Oh my God.
Yeah, but this is like you have to understand most of the shit that your body is getting reactions to is stuff your body can't digest. And you got vegetables in there giving toxins into your body. It's an elimination diet, so you have to do it by eliminating everything. And like I said, yeah, I was doing cardio when I first started it. And when I would do cardio, my gallbladder would start killing. And then I watched the video, and he says if your gallbladder hurts from starting carnivore, it's because your body is now getting itself all worked up trying to burn this fat, and it'll go away. And it did. It went away, and I've never had any problem. Never had any problems since. But that's that, But I'm just saying, if you so far, like a few of the success stories from this is clearly Matt, my brother, my buddy Moose, who lost 75 pounds. And it's just about doing it. And like I said, if you're going to try it for 30 days, I would try it for 30 days. That means cold turkey, no drugs, no, nothing that has any cellulose fiber, because that defeats the whole purpose of what you're doing it for.
Yeah, cold turkey does it.
Cold turkey is good.
Cold turkey.
Oh, okay. Someone's asking about yeah, who doesn't use 100% beef? Who are you saying? I'm sorry.
He mentioned something about Wolf chili. He said Wolf canned chili rocks, and I said all those canned chilies they use soy filler, basically.
any processed foods, folks, you're fucked. Here's the thing I was talking about today, and I'm sure I'm boring the piss out of all of you, but fuck off. Listen. Oh, hold on. Yeah, you want to come? Let me get Brad in here. Hold on. Invite. Gmail. I this is the first time I've seen you respond to it. So B. There he is. All right, I sent it to your email. Your Gmail. So, anyways, here's the thing. When the Heart Association, let's just say every doctor has told you about cholesterol, and they found this out, or so they think they figured it out. In 1948, when there was a study called the Framingham study, which, by the way, doesn't even tell you anything. And if you see this study, you would laugh and say, this isn't even a real study. This is stupid. But this is what they base that high cholesterol is causing heart attacks. And since they've known what they claim causes heart attacks since let's call it 1950, they'll tell you they know what causes it. They tell you what to do. Has heart attacks gone up or down since 1950?
Way up.
Way up. Let me tell you, have you ever heard anyone say, I figured out what's doing this, and to stop it, and then it triples? No. Because what does that tell you? It tells you you don't know what's causing it, and you're full of shit. Mm-hmm. And in this country, the media and the government, they all protect the food industry. Mm-hmm. This is heart healthy. Eat this. Meanwhile, drop dead.
That Wolf chili, they add 2 grams of sugar. There's other added stuff in there.
There's oats in there. There's textured vegetable protein.
Oh my God!
It's to stretch the meat out.
You guys are talking about Wolf chili? The hell is chili?
It's a brand name, Wolf brand.
Yeah, it's not made with wolf meat.
I've heard of Wolf Cola before. That was Frank's fake brand that he used to launder money through on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Which, by the way,
people are drinking the mixers.
That's the funniest.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Some people drink the mixers without the booze. Why? They're looking at people drinking orange juice.
Yeah, it's funny. I was going to say something. I totally forgot what I was going to say. I lost it.
I'm lost in So we're playing a gig on Saturday night last week. And like these dudes are in this like all talking in a circle, and they finally start opening up. And there's like a Puerto Rican girl in the middle of them with ginormous jugs. And so I say on the mic, when the hell did Lisa and Cult Jam get here? So I start singing head to toe. My other guitar player, Jimmy's looking at me going, what the hell are you talking about? He looks over, he starts laughing. He's like, you are fucking mental. Because we just say it on the mic. They have no understanding of what the hell's going on.
That's funny.
But honestly, she looked like Lisa. You guys remember Lisa and Cult Jam?
Yep, all cried out.
They were a great band to watch with the mute button on. Head to toe. Possible, but I doubt it. What was the other song? Apology not accepted.
Yep, all cried out. My
God. Just all cried out.
That was my first girlfriend's favorite song, and I heard the fucking thing over and over and over.
How about, you guys remember the song Crush on You? I found out I got a crush on you.
Isn't that Sheila E.?
No. Crush on You was the Jets. The girl singing the song was 14 years old. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got Brad in.
Bradley.
Now, I don't know if you know everybody here, Brad. In the top left, we got this is Howie Simon, guitar player, and then next to you there is Matt Cable, another guitar player.
Whoa, hang on. I've got an echo thing.
Oh,
echo?
Yeah, the Jets had a lot of great hits. Arel says, I wonder if I take you home. By the way, folks, Arel actually was a Lisa and Cult Jam fan. He didn't just have the posters on his wall.
He has questionable taste in music sometimes.
Oh, you sometimes.
I'm with him on the yacht rock stuff, but he loses me at Color Me Bad.
And so Brad's getting an echo, so he signed off.
He'll be
He's coming
back.
on. Yep.
Yeah. Apology not accepted. Anyways,
God, please tell me that's not going to be stuck in my head now.
I hope so.
Oh,
Crazy. This young lady right here is gonna be 10 years old this year.
Really? And what kind of dog is that?
Is that Brittany?
Brad, how's that?
A Brittany Fox.
That's better than Lisa and Colt Jam.
Seems like maybe just one. I don't know.
Brittany Fox. Is that the one you guys said that she banged?
Cinderella.
Someone said that she had an
No, they
affair
had
with.
two-
Brittany Fox was a band.
Yeah.
They look like
Samantha
Cinderella.
Fox.
School, because
I was thinking of Samantha. I was thinking of
They
Samantha
ripped off
Fox.
Cinderella so bad.
I feel dangerous.
Samantha Fox was
being
the-
like a villain in a movie. I just have to be
was the
petting the
dr-
dog like this while I'm talking.
Was the dream woman for Christy McNichol.
You get down.
Samantha Fox. She came out. She's lesbian, by the way. Somebody on the
Was
show
she
here said that
78,
Samantha
70
Fox
years
had a thing with Paul Stanley, and I said,
Yeah,
I
Oh,
believe
right.
it.
I showed you a photo.
And then I find out that she's outwardly gay and married to a woman.
That
And
sounds
so
How
was
old
Paul
is she now?
Stanley.
She's got to be mid-60s or something.
Who?
So what are you saying?
Samantha Fox.
Coincidence?
Wait, was Samantha Fox the David Lee Roth thing?
Oh,
No,
Oh,
she
was
was
it
a
David-
pickup girl from England, and I would show her boobs everywhere. She was like, she had a pop hit.
Yeah, and somebody said that she had an affair with Paul Stanley, and I said I didn't believe it because I think Stanley's gay. Now,
No,
listen,
she's
only
folks,
57.
not there's anything wrong with it.
It was just a picture of
Not
them.
that there's anything wrong with that.
Around each other. It didn't really say anything about if they were dating or anything.
Oh, but she's come out
This little
and said
fucking-
she's married to a woman. Oh, I love
Oh
Samantha.
wait,
Sang.
the David Lee Roth thing was the woman that was with Prince.
Apollonia, absolutely.
Apollonia, right? That's what I'm
Right.
thinking. I'm confusing the two.
And
Mostly
I said
because
to
I'm
him,
confusing
I
them because
thought
don't
that,
care.
yeah, I thought that he had a thing with Penny Robinson.
Don't know
And he
who that
says, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm like, "Aren't you Dr. Smith?"
is. That's kind of funny.
All right, Brad, how's that? Is it better?
Yeah, I finally figured it out. I had
Okay.
YouTube audio going at the same time.
Oh,
in the
okay.
background.
So
I
Neil
forgot to use that.
Banbury said they dated. In his book, Paul Stanley claimed he dated Samantha Fox. If you go to her wiki, it says she came out years ago and is strictly not dickly. She enjoys the company of women that need Lumi deodorant.
Oh, I sort of remember
wasn't-
this.
That was pretty much every young man's fantasy, wasn't it? At one point, it's like, oh, Samantha Fox.
yeah, she was big in '86. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, actually being a lesbian as well. It's like,
Oh,
Right.
hey. Maybe you could get it on with my other poster.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
Everybody loves the lipstick lesbian until they go out to a club and then they see a real lesbian and they're like, yeah, that girl hates men, but for some reason she wants to look like one.
Everybody hates competition.
Yeah. You know what they say is what's the difference between an elephant and a lesbian? Elephants don't wear Birkenstocks. It's an old one.
I don't know that joke.
Elephants don't wear flannel. Oh, there's a million. You can just do it on.
Let's see how many different social media.
Elephants don't
platforms
listen to
you
Katie
can find.
Lang. Elephants don't watch the TV show Family with Christy McNichol. Can I keep bringing up Christy McNichol for some reason?
Elephants
Annabom's
never
right.
forget-
Farrah, this is Cheryl. Cheryl, this is Farrah. Who was hotter? Here's a good question for this crew. Guys, who was hotter? Farrah Fawcett, Cheryl Ladd, or Tanya Roberts?
Tanya
Farrah
Roberts.
Fawcett.
I love Tanya Roberts in her heyday.
This is compelling
Crowbar, how
conversation.
can you nail this one this time? But
There
when
were
it's
two-
Phoebe Cates versus Betsy Russell, you're like you're
I'll
missing the
take
goalpost by a
fucking
square
Phoebe
mile.
There were two Cheryls. You're missing a Cheryl.
Was it
Cheryl
Cheryl Ladd?
Cheryl Teagues.
Teagues
Cheryl
are-
Teagues.
It was
Yeah.
a Cheryl.
Cheryl Cox
Oh, yeah, she had
Teagues.
Yeah, Cheryl Teagues Cox.
She was never a Charlie's Angel.
No, it wasn't a Charlie's Angel, but
It's a good Dewey Cox reference right there.
all right, Jacqueline Smith or Kate Jackson?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline Smith.
Jacqueline Smith.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She was my favorite angel.
Kate Jackson was the Joyce DeWitt of Erin Moran.
What about Heather Thomas?
Oh, she was.
Ooh, or Heather Locklear.
Thomas or had the Locklear. I always used to get them confused.
Heather Thomas is the superior of the Heathers to me.
And we
I
might
have
even
to-
throw in Heather Torso from early 1980s porn.
I have to agree. I think Heather Thomas was better.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't Heather Thomas and Zapped.
Who was it? Who was
Yeah.
in Zapped?
Yes,
Yeah.
Heather
She's
Thomas.
the
Thomas.
better. She's the
I
better.
just watched
Hey,
that
Dave.
the other night.
Dave, Raquel Welch or Raquel Darien?
I don't know who
Oh,
the second one is.
you don't?
One.
Raquel Darien.
Some
No, I
people
never
might
heard.
know her as Derek Lane's boyfriend in the 80s.
Wait,
I knew I could get you on that one. Raquel Darien was good,
Yeah.
but I mean,
No
she
idea.
was.
I'm looking
Raquel
at,
Darien she was one of the original Vivid girls.
I'm looking at a photo of Heather Thomas right now in her old age. And there's a lot of plastic surgery going on there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Where's
Well,
your other hand, John?
Well, you gotta look.
Right
You gotta
now.
look back at the Fall Guy days.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
That's when she was just rocking.
I just never. The plastic surgery thing always throws me. It's like nobody ever looks good with plastic surgery. They
Well,
all
I'm
just
sure that
look
came with
good.
age. You know, they all get it when they get older.
Yeah.
That's
don't
only
think
been a
so,
recent
John?
development for Heather Thomas.
I think people look good when they look like this.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
the lizard face. Oof.
The chick, what's her name from the Bengals? She's aged like
Susanna
fine
Hoff.
wine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Susanna Hoff looks
Susanna
good.
Hoffs. Yeah.
What was the
She
name of
looks
that
good.
movie? Like Up All Night or something like that? She had a movie.
Heather
Oh,
Thomas.
the sleepover, the something.
Yeah, something to do with night.
You know who they just showed a picture of in the news? I think it was yesterday or the day before. Is Barbara Eden is 92.
Wow.
She looks incredible.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's
She,
like Dame Helen Mirren. Is
Yeah,
still
she
like
looked better with
kinda-
age.
She's kind of doable still.
Yeah, she looks
Isn't
good with
she
it.
like
With it,
80?
she's like an attractive older lady for sure.
Yeah,
I think she's more attractive now than when she was younger.
yeah.
Barbara Eden. That's my dream. I Dream of Jeannie. Was she
Yeah.
the original Jeannie?
Yeah.
Yep.
The only
Who was
Jeannie.
the second one?
She was
Who
the
was her
only one.
replacement?
No, you're
Elizabeth
thinking of,
Montgomery?
they replaced Darren and Bewitched. The Darrens were replaced. Elizabeth.
Yeah, the
Montgomery-
Darrens, Dick York and Dick Sargent.
Mhm.
Right, but Barbara Eden. Wait a minute. Was she Jeannie?
The
Yeah.
whole time.
And oh, what am I thinking of with Elizabeth Montgomery? Oh, I'm thinking
Bewitched.
of
Bewitched.
Bewitched.
My bad.
By the way, that movie was the all nighter.
Okay,
And by the
yeah.
way, it's other people in Bewitched, like Bernard Fox, who played what's his name in that? You guys know who Bernard Fox is, the big fat English guy, Dr. Bombay.
Oh yeah.
Paul
mustache.
Lind was on Bewitched as Uncle Arthur.
Mhm.
What a great cast. I forget the woman's name who played Gladys Kravitz. I loved her too.
They're
Mhm.
finally tearing down the set of that house and like all the other houses. I guess it's the Universal Studios set.
Oh,
that
really?
has that neighborhood. And
Yeah.
like all kinds of films, like Christmas Vacation was filmed there, and all kind. It's like the Griswold's house and
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
these other houses that are real famous, or they're tearing them down now. Apparently,
Huh.
They got to build new ones. They're like, how many times are people going to see this house?
I don't know, maybe. But that
I think
Bewitched
the
house,
Brady
was
Bunch
one of
house just got sold again. The
It was
original
for
Brady
sale.
house.
It has been for sale, but you know,
Yeah.
there was that reality show they did maybe a year or two ago where they actually got the Brady kids back together, and they went with some remodel, and there was never any way for the outside of that house to look like the facade that they created inside, yet they got an engineer to do it. So if you go in it now, it looks like the inside of the Brady Bunch house, decor and everything. It's incredible. I think it's a very Brady renovation was the name of the.
I think I've seen that.
It was
I've seen
so
it
cool.
advertised.
That house is like 2 minutes away, 3 minutes away from me.
Oh yeah.
Right over here.
Yeah, I've seen people do YouTube things where they look at the Brady house.
I watched a horror movie last week called Pandorum on I forget what it was, a stupid friggin' movie. And so my brother was asking me what it's about. I said, Mike Lookinland walks around the spaceship going, "Here, Pandorum. Here, Pandora." You guys remember that Brady episode? He's trying to get the cat Pandora. The cat's name was Pandora. It's the episode when he does the wash and the suds go everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Now,
remember.
you guys remember what the
episode.
Brady's liked better? Did they like Safe or Best detergent? Which was their detergent? I always confused.
I never
Literally,
watched.
The only
never watched
episode I
Brady Bunch.
remember is that Hawaii one where Greg found that bad luck.
tiki.
Tiki.
Yeah, the tiki.
That's the only episode I remember.
It's great.
Was that a special?
No, it was a 2-part episode, but it was regular season.
Ooh. Remember 2-part episodes? Wow.
Well,
They do that anymore.
Well, the Brady Bunch used brand X, then it be most notably Best, but they also use Safe.
Yeah.
No, the Brady Bunch house was not. It's not in Tarzana. It's in Studio City.
Yeah, and I think the Mike Myers house is what, Pasadena?
Yeah.
The one from Halloween.
Yeah,
Pasadena.
that whole movie was shot in L.A. and they made it look like Midwest in Illinois.
Yeah, but the house and the neighborhoods are Pasadena.
There was some of the scenes were filmed at a house off Orange Grove, right off Sunset Boulevard. Do you guys remember either the band Sheriff or Alias? There were two bands from like the 80s.
Sheriff, When I See You Cry.
Sheriff.
Yeah, no, it was I Need You Now.
Oh, yes.
So that singer was or is Freddie Kirchie. I wound up recording a bunch of shit for him that some of it got used, some of it didn't. And he lived in one of those houses that was filmed, like a bunch of the scenes from Halloween was filmed in, and his studio was in his garage then. This had to be around 2003, I think. And so I went and recorded in the garage and got to walk through the house and see, obviously the decor is different, but to be in certain rooms that
it's cool.
I think it was one of the houses that she was babysitting in. It was insane. And one of the other houses, like when she looked across the street, the kid looked across the street and saw the boogeyman, and then the boogeyman was gone. And the nighttime boogeyman, not the clothesline thing. The clothesline one was in Pasadena, but when the kid looked out and saw, that was in Hollywood, and that house was actually right across the street from the house that I was in. It's pretty trippy. And you drive, it's right off Sunset, right by the Comedy Store. So when you drive down the street, it looks totally different. The trees are all completely different styles of trees. No palm trees, and just like it has that Midwest vibe, like you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, some of those neighborhoods out there are funny like that because you could turn off a main street. And all of a sudden you're like, our main boulevard, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, this is like, there's a street in West LA, Barrington, that turns into McLaughlin. And when you're driving down it, for some reason, it's the only street that the trees turn for foliage. It looks like you're in New England for 2 blocks. And then you come back out and there's palm trees everywhere. It's like, what the hell was, I always call that, it was like a time warp little part of the street. Bingham, did you check your mail, your email? I mean, your phone?
Yes. I saw that Richard messaged me, but I haven't checked it.
Okay.
I'm giving the kid his guitar.
Guitar practice. It's not a rabbit, it's a dog.
Brad, what else is going on? So I saw you posted a video about the 12-string Fessler, I think it was.
Yeah, they sent me that thing, paid me a couple $100 to review it, and
Nice.
yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
I usually say no to that kind of crap, but it's I mean, if somebody's going to pay me and then on top of that give me an instrument that I might be able to play, and I need a 12 string anyway, I don't have one,
Right.
so it's like, why the hell not? So it's got a solid spruce top. It turned out pretty good. I like it. Actually.
Yeah.
So what
That
you're
sounded
saying is
fine.
that's going to be, they paid you and gave it to you. It's going to be a very bipartisan review, right?
Right.
Well,
Please
no, I
honest.
mean, thought I was fairly honest in it. It was, I mean, I showed all the problems, so
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know what more you could do.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's
I'm
like
also-
a cheap guitar.
also working on this. So
Oh, okay, like a bolt-on Paul.
yeah, it's like a bolt-on 70s. This is an Electra, but check this out. Somebody drilled a hole in the headstock.
It's a sound hole.
You could wear it as
What's
a
the
necklace.
It's a peephole. Or maybe it's
That's
a glory
cool.
hole for some of you guys.
Oh, jeez.
Exactly.
Low blow.
But yeah, I'm actually
Yeah,
putting this
Joe
together.
has one of those. Joe has an Electra. An Electra. Is
That's
it
what
called
I
an Omega? Is that what that guitar is called? The Electra Omega?
Electra.
No,
Electra
no,
Omega,
it has
yeah.
has a model number, 2252, I think. It's the
Oh.
model number.
Yeah. Cool. Maple
I had a
Neck.
good parenting night the other day. Ewan came up to me and said, "I want to learn how to play Iron Maiden, 2 minutes to midnight."
Hell yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
doing shit right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I showed him how to play the riff, and he goes, "Oh, it's too hard." He's only been playing for like a month, and he's 10 years old, so it's my challenge in life here. But he's trying.
Well,
It's a great
that's
tune.
time for a caning.
It's time for what?
Yeah.
It's time for a caning.
Oh, that's exactly right.
John, there's 5-year-old. There's
If it's too
5-year-old
hard.
Asian. There's 5-year-old Asian girls on YouTube playing, entire Dream Theater albums.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, get off
shaming
your
the
ass.
he's shaming the family, John.
That's
You're
damn
letting this
goddamn
tie
right.
down.
I'm the only one that shames this family
Yeah.
regularly. People go, "What do you do for a living? You work in the guitar business." Oh, what an idiot!
Yeah,
I'm
what's
like, "I
that?
know."
What's that Japanese girl, the young drummer girl? She plays like baby metal, and I mean,
Ooh.
No, she's always got
She's-
her legs like kind of spread, and like it's like, man, I've never wanted to be a
She
drum
sits at the
before.
one that sits up straight and she's
Before.
really skinny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
yeah,
Does she
she's
play
like
with baby metal?
Well,
Baby
Dave, I
Metal's a
sent you
band,
one that
but-
was like a 8-year-old kid or 5-year-old kid.
yeah,
that
I've
was
seen
playing
him
Bonham.
before though. That's like he's got to be
I thought it
older
was a
now.
girl.
Yeah, no, but the girl's name begins with a J. It's like Gigi, but she's Japanese, and she plays along to the band Baby Metal, and
like
she
I've
plays a
seen
lot of stuff. She's great
Yeah.
and a great feel.
Does she play original music or just?
She has her own band too. I don't watch all her stuff. I mean, once in a while it comes. You know what happens? Something comes in my feed, and then if I watch something different, all of a sudden now my feed is everything of that, and I'm like, well, I wanted to watch a snooker. I don't want to watch every fucking game of pool that was ever invented.
Mm-hmm.
And my what comes up in my feed now on
It's
YouTube is so fucked up.
A-Yeon, Yeon.
Who's that?
Yeah, that's
That's
the
the
girl
girl
that
you're
sits
talking
up
about.
straight. Yeah.
No, it's not it.
Oh,
Oh,
Say
so
what
Dave,
it is.
you should
Dave.
watch her too.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Dave, have you seen
Holy
this
shit.
video? And I'm bringing this up because I watched this video yesterday, and it's called "Tested: The Tone of a Guitar, or how the tone comes from a guitar." So this guy takes Tom Anderson Telecaster, and he
It's in
gets
the, hold on one second.
part-
It's in the chat, guys. It's good.
he gets a parts caster, and he just puts it together, and he plays them side by side, and they sound different, of course, right? So then he gets the identical pickup that's in the Anderson guitar and puts it in the parts thing that he ordered, and he puts it in there. Sounds basically just the same. right? And then he's like, now I'm going to do it down to the T. He's like, he sets it the exact same height, gets everything the same. They sound just alike. So then he says, I'm going to take it farther. And he goes out to his garage and he gets a 2x4, cuts it, puts a neck on it, sets it up, everything just like the Tom Anderson. The only thing that's the same is the pickup. They sound exactly the same. So then he goes,
and I've been arguing that for the longest time.
Well, he takes it even farther and he goes out and he just takes 6 strings and a bridge and tuners and he puts them on 2 benches with nothing but air under the strings, except on the one bench with the bridge, he has the same pickup, same string distance, everything, strums it and sounds just like the guitar.
Yeah.
They sound the same. So
that's what I tell you. It's the strings and the pickup. That's it. That's the only thing that changes the tone of that guitar. And Leo Fender has a jig. If you ever go to G&L, if you ever get a tour of G&L, you can go in the office. He's got this jig where he's got a bridge, a nut, the strings are in the middle, and then you slide pickups underneath. And that's how he would figure out where the pickup should be and how it would sound. And then they would draft from there. Him and George Fullerton would draft the for an electric guitar, it's just the pickup and the strings.
Yeah.
Obviously, for an acoustic, the wood is the soundboard that you're hearing. Right. So obviously, it's going to affect it. Mm-hmm. But an electric guitar, you don't hear the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But people sit there and say, like when you have shit bags like Seymour Duncan, this pickup I designed for a mahogany guitar. You fucking cunt. It's no difference. That pickup's going to sound the same whether you put it in a fucking dung heap and string it up. It's the same.
Yep.
But they bullshit. They bullshit to no end to sell you on everything. This is going to sound good with a maple neck. Fuck.
That's any industry.
People want excuses to buy gear, and they want to buy gear so they don't have to practice guitar. There's a chain of events there.
They don't work with women.
You're going to deglaze that pan?
You're still not going to be able to tell your wife, oh, honey, this one goes with the mahogany body.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not going to work.
You're going to be calling a hotline going, you're going to deglaze that pan? Oh, yeah. Randy Marsh.
I thought I'd use shallots so as to not overwhelm the chicken's natural flavor. That's the best.
Maybe some onions. I was thinking
about are we going to do the 70s live album thing?
Oh yeah, you want to? Let's discuss that. We in honor of Joe, who wasn't here. Somebody, I think it was Neil Banbury, sent Joe a list. I sent it to Krellbar. Somebody typed in the chat. Did you see what I sent you, Brad? The it's in the private chat. Her name is Junna, Junna. That's her playing a Dragon Force song on drums.
Okay. You mean like like a little girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
And you got to watch her play. She's great. And in the middle, it almost seems like in the middle of every song, she's going to go la 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 la. Right? They got the Japanese schoolgirl look.
I was going to say, I think I actually have seen that girl.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll let you guys do the list. I'm gonna go meet up with our.
I don't want to be a shitbag about this, but I got to bring this up with these kids on YouTube who can play songs perfectly. I know I'm going to sound like an old curmudgeon, but so what?
All right, I'm going to get out of here so I'm not associated with this guy.
Just
going to back away.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I'm more impressed they can turn that into a career because, let's look at who was that guy, that kid that Steve Vai was touting in the 80s, that Thomas McRocklin kid? Yeah. What happened to him? Like, the Prodigy thing is great, but most of them, by the time they turn 18, they're kind of aged out. Rarely do they turn it into a living of any sort where they're creating their own thing.
No, you're exactly right, man. And that's something that...
When you're driving in your car, okay, we're all going down the rabbit hole in YouTube at night going, holy shit, look at that. But when you're driving
hold on. Yeah, YouTube, that's what I'm on.
Yeah.
Porn.
So, but are you going to listen to that version of the song in your car if you like that song, or are you going to listen to the original version?
Right.
I'm not telling trying to discourage kids. I just like the wow factor for me is just like, okay, she can do it. That's
Well,
great.
do you remember
you know what
Anton
else?
O'Parin? Remember him? Bingham and
love
I were
Anton.
talking about this. Yeah, he's a great player, but he was the child prodigy, but he never really wrote any music. So it's like he's never gone anywhere or done anything because, that's all
Well,
he can
he's
do is
also
play.
stuck in Russia, but he does still do stuff now, and he teaches on his channel. I mean, he's professionally.
I know he's
teaching.
he's got a video school thing, but it's still
Yeah.
Which
he
kid
doesn't have any music coming out. He doesn't produce any music. All he does is
No.
he can shred.
He just teaches.
Is that
Anton
the kid?
O'Parin. He was that
Oh, the
Russian kid.
Yeah, the kid who
yeah.
did the clinic at West LA.
Totally.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he's an amazing technician, but he doesn't write any music. So it's like, how's he going to, make a living doing music when he doesn't produce any?
The prodigies who I can't stand is when someone says, I got this young kid, you got to see him play. He plays blues. Plays blues? You fucking kidding me? That's a prodigy? That's like King of the Retards. Thank you, folks. I'm here all week. Please tip your servers, enjoy the veal. Plenty to go around. But honestly, it's like blues music. You got a
Rhode Island's
pentatonic.
all blues and stuff. We have the prodigies here.
Have pentatonic scale will travel. All right. That's not a prodigy. Or I hate when people, since American Idol's come out, so many people, when I was producing back years ago, people would message me, you got to hear this girl. She's so talented. Oh my God, she's so talented. I'm like, what are you, her aunt? What are we talking about here? The girl sucks.
And then,
Have her write a song, and then you have some.
You're going on YouTube. That video has 9,000 comments or and they're showing it to the kid. Look at all these people. You're spent. And then the kid gets an ego. So the kid thinks that they've quote unquote made it at that point, because what else is there to a little kid? And then I don't know. It's just like, it's not a great. Oh, there's 5.4 million views on that.
On which one? The Japanese girl?
Yeah, the girl playing the Dragon Force song.
Well,
Right.
Howie, it's like you said earlier, there's all these kids that they can play like, a Dream Theater song, but they can't write a Dream Theater song.
No, and they don't play with other musicians. She's playing it to the record.
But she has a band. She does songs with her band in her house. And I'm not defending Jenna because, I think she's a decent drummer. But the whole dressing up like a schoolgirl and posting these videos and it's a little over sexualized of, white American men love Japanese schoolgirl.
Yeah.
That's everywhere.
That I feel like coming out and go, do you know China and Japan are two different countries? Sorry, folks. I keep quoting that South Park episode. When Trey Parker goes between a Chinese accent and a Japanese accent, it's fucking hilarious. That's all I have to say. Oh, here comes Jerry, everybody. Let's bring Jerry into the fold.
All right.
Jerry, welcome.
Hey, guys. How are you?
He's
Looking like the car salesman he is.
He's still in the closet.
Yeah.
Look at all this shit.
Exactly.
You need any of this?
Unlike Paul Stanley.
What happened to Bingham?
He said he had to fly. He was going to go meet somebody. I think he might go meet my brother, probably to go eat or something. But I went over to Jerry's house recently and was talking to him. Let me show you a clip of that.
Oh, yeah. Nice haircut, though.
I'm like, Jerry.
Yeah.
No, this isn't the topic you're interested in? All right,
That was
forget it.
the booze days.
Yeah.
I've been sober for a couple months, so it's good,
Nice.
Yeah,
Good for you, man.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Had to be done.
And how's it at?
Yeah, well, we knew you were because you were drinking while you were on the show.
And passing out.
Make it part of your life. It's a lifestyle, you see.
Brady, you haven't been here in a while, and I just want to let you know that none of us here, just so you know, none of us care about what Al Pacino thinks.
Fuck you, Dave.
Hey.
I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about what Al Pacino thinks.
All right, I guess Billy Friedkin doesn't care either what Al thinks. That's the director of Cruising, The Exorcist, several of them. What French Connection he did.
Good one, Crowbar.
Yeah. All right. Well, you don't happen to have a flannel jacket, do you? Oh, it's right behind your head. There it is. Yeah.
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 He's a
I get
lumberjack.
everything. Well, you can't see
Nice.
that. That's a Black Watch, which is like a green plaid. I'm going to wear that for St.
That's
Patrick's.
a sport coat. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I see
that's
some
well.
assless chaps in that too.
You know where I can get
Jerry's been cruising.
You know,
Nice. Very nice. And any guitars do you have to show the crew any guitars in your closet? Jerry always has a guitar with him.
no, actually, Dave, I was at rehearsal tonight. I got invited
Uh-huh.
to play in the this guy's barn in Attleboro, which it looks like a 10-car garage on the side of the road, and then you go in,
Yeah.
and it's like a New Orleans juke joint. It's very
Nice.
cool. Oh yeah. PA light show.
What's the name of this place?
It's on. It's just Dave's barn. It's
Dave's
been-
Barn.
It started off as like a Craigslist thing back in the day, like an open jam at this dude's house. He played with somebody years ago, like some.
Dave's Blues Barn.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you know it. You've heard of?
He's just Googled it.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, I just looked at. I'm in Attleboro quite a bit.
Okay.
So I go there on
It's in
weekends. So I
Attleboro
was curious.
Falls.
Oh, Attleboro. That's north of Attleboro. North
Correct.
Attleboro.
Correct. Yeah, Attleboro's a big place when you take it all into consideration. Anyhow,
All right, very
I
good.
hadn't played there in like 10 years. He reached out to me the other day. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like fun. So,
So you
I
had a
did.
rehearsal tonight. That's what we're getting to.
Yeah,
a
it
rehearsal?
was good. Well, it was impromptu, and I didn't know anybody, but we played songs that we all kind of knew. You know how it goes. It was
All
like
right.
an open mic in the
Yeah.
barn. Yeah, it was fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I saw you were at an open mic recently because was it Saturday? Did you play last Sunday at
Yeah,
did you
I
go
played
to,
at Players.
Yeah,
yeah.
because Ron Rudy posted a video and I was like, oh, there's Jerry.
Yep. I got some blue shoes and, running around like a
Yeah.
nut. I could have
Now
used a
you're
little
wearing
more
like
game.
the Fred Rogers sweater. Let me just talk about Jerry at playing at a club. He's wearing a Fred Rogers sweater.
Bing
You
Crosby.
were wearing the Bing Crosby sweater, and instantly I'm like, how don't you have a pipe? Why don't you smoke a pipe on stage? What the hell? If Stevie Ray can do it, you can do it.
That'd be fucking hilarious. One
You
of
think
those
I'm
white
joking?
ones, like the sea captain
A
thing.
calabash. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Are you still toking on the pipe, Dave? Or you?
I smoked a pipe yesterday. I had a pipe yesterday. I had a smoke. It was International Pipe Smokers, but I haven't smoked all. I don't like pipe that much. The cigars are way better. Pipe to me is like it's a little wimpier. I would say it's like the smoke's not as
duty.
strong.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
light. Yeah,
Yeah,
I need something
get
a
it.
little bit more.
My old man used to smoke a pipe, and I remember he got pulled over the cops one time, and they're like, "Hey, the guy's got a pipe." It was like
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah. The shit you
I
remember.
enjoy
for
it, though.
50 years. Hey, as long as you enjoy it. How many cigars
Yeah.
a day?
2 today.
Yep.
Did I have 2 or 3 today? I had 2. I might smoke one more. I don't know.
Oh, you know what I do have to show?
Okay.
get
While
the
you're
shoes
showing that,
still
let me just bring up another
amplified,
point to Howie real quick.
My underwear.
See, the thing I agree with you about the kids on YouTube. The problem is it's
Look at that.
it's oh yeah, little Fender. It's all
But
about
she's blonde.
the hits. You know, how many views did you get into these
Of
kids?
course it is.
But I mean, how long it takes to put together. There's somebody, a guy I know on YouTube. On Facebook. I'm not gonna out him. He's friends with me. He might be friends with Jerry. He posts videos of like these impromptus of him playing Zeppelin songs and other songs. I watched one for 2 seconds and I'm like, this is all pre-recorded. They're faking playing to tracks that they recorded them. It's them who did it.
There's another guy who I used to work with, who I won't say, but who I don't want to say too much because then they'll say who he is. You'll be able to figure it out. But he performs songs on YouTube as if he's in his studio with a microphone in front of him, looking like he's doing it. And I know 100% that it's him singing, but he's already recorded, edited it.
Absolutely. It's
everything.
Oh, he's just
it's a comp vocal.
To his original track.
Correct. Lip syncing to his original track.
So is this guy that we know, Jerry, that's doing it. He posts video. You don't just think about it. He posts videos and shows people in his house playing songs like once a week. And I'm listening to the song and I'm like, that's weird. There's an overtrack double.
Like original songs or covers?
Covers.
All right. I'm going to text you.
All right. I'm just saying. So it's like, and I watched it and 2 seconds in, I'm like, this fucking guy he's not playing this live. And the other part was some of the parts he's still out of time. I'm like, if you're going to fake this, fix your fucking parts. You pushed where there was no push. It was like
nincompoop, you know? Like,
I'll go on record here. I did that once a year or two ago. I had recorded, I got contacted by some Swedish guys who were putting together a quote unquote charity song. I don't know what the fuck it was for, but they wanted me to put like a solo on it. And there was a bunch of people on it. It was actually some cool people. Dee Snider sang a bit on it. Key Marcella, the guitar player who was in Europe after John Norum played on it. There were some unknown Swedish guys, yada, yada, yada. So I did a whole end solo and I was really happy with what I did, but they sort of buried it when the song finally came out. But I wanted people to see what I did because I was pretty proud of it. And so I sat here with the track I had already recorded maybe 6-8 months earlier, and I not whatever you call it, finger sank the guitar part just because I wanted people to see what I did on it. I didn't feel like re-recording it again because it was there. So I admit it. I did.
But that's different because it's something you did and you're just showing something.
My thing was like, hey, in case you couldn't hear what I did underneath all the singing at the end of the song, I just wanted everybody to check it out.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, John? So my point is, this guy, it's like every week, it's like he's doing a new video, but I can, and first of all, I can hear the compression on everything. Overly compressed. Whoever's doing his recording, it's too compressed, and I can just tell that it's. I can tell when I'm listening to a recorded track as opposed to guys in a room playing. You know, it's like ever watch Live from Daryl's house?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know they've rehearsed those songs 5 or 6 times, and then they go like they're gonna play it like they haven't talked about it. Hey, you want to try this? Oh yeah, but we do it in E flat. All right, yeah, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. You guys were up for fucking 16 hours the day before trying to nail it.
Yeah. Now, probably what you would notice there is that there's a cut. So they'll record the whole session, including like the 5 times that they've tried it and fucked up.
Right.
But they'll do the like, okay, let's give it a try, and then there'll be a cut. Like to somebody, a close up or something to get away.
Exactly. All they got to do is move the camera.
5 hours later. Yeah.
Oh, what's your favorite appearance on that? What's your favorite appearance on that show?
The drummers playing to a click, so they can just take bits.
I like Cheap Trick on there.
Yeah,
I was going to mention the singer.
I was going to say the same.
They can take bits.
Yeah,
if it's played to a click, which I think it is. They can take bits and pieces from each performance and edit it together because it's all.
But there's been a lot of good ones, Krell.
The OJs.
I like that.
I like the OJs on there.
Whether
OJs
it's rehearsed or whatever, it's better that it's rehearsed.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking just winging it would be. I don't care who you are.
I'm not saying that it's not better. I'm saying the way they present it, it's like this is what it sounds like when these 6 guys are in a room and they decide they're going to bang out a fucking classic song. Oh, is that what it sounds like unrehearsed? Bullshit. And Daryl Hall gives the in-depth stuff of, oh, at the second chorus, you do that thing on top, and I'll come in. I'll just come in. Is that how it works, Daryl? Is that what you're gonna do, you shitbag? Because we had to write it out in charts and go over it 900 times, but we'll say you're gonna wing it. Yeah, I'm just gonna come in and Do you want to sing, Howie? Do you want to sing the first line and I'll come in after, and then we'll harm it? Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Oh yeah,
Whatever. We'll just feel it out.
We'll just feel it exactly, and then they play it flawlessly. It's like, okay. This is how it works.
I mean, doesn't that come back to showmanship, though? I mean, that's the kind of crap that gets clicks. And oh, look, these guys are just winging it, or look, these guys are just making it up on the spot, or look, isn't this impressive? It's, and if the actual instances where people do that sort of thing and then actually pull something off that's kind of cool,
that would be cool if they could do it.
Yeah,
but I'm saying,
but that's what.
But the point is to say, like, to sit there and say, all right, next one we're going to try this song. Great, show me the best take. But to sit there and when Daryl's like, I think it was the Tommy Shaw one. Tommy, you want to take the first verse? I'll come in the second, and we'll kind of wing. And it was like, we'll wing the third verse, and meanwhile they fucking nail the song.
Like,
there's nobody.
It's just like reality shows, though. Like on reality shows where they make the bitch seem like the bitch, and they're able to do that because they edit every single thing that she says out of context, and they put it in the wrong spots, or they'll cut to her like when somebody's talking, showing a face that she made 3 hours ago for something different. You know what I mean? It's just like, and then they give this impression that this person's a total bitch, and we want you to think this person's the total bitch, and this person's the nice one, and this is the cute one. You know what I mean? Like it's like the Spice Girls or something. Like
American Idol. American Idol, they would have a singer come on, and this was during the auditions, and they're introducing somebody, and amazingly, at an audition, we can see their whole back. There's video of the whole backstory of this person. I grew up on a farm, and then they go back to their home. They're on the farm. Well, thanks for letting us know this person's going through because you've invested.
Yeah, we already know that this
6-day excursion back to Oklahoma, shooting this girl's family. That's what they did with Carrie Underwood.
How many people actually watch TV like that though, with that perception in mind? Like, okay, obviously this person's making it through because they've invested all this time to go get her backstory and all this shit.
Brian Dunkelman, funny. You know what's funny is you guys ever see on YouTube, there's these channels, and they're wildly popular, of the paranormal channels, these people that go out there and they think they're shooting ghosts.
And they see nothing.
Awful.
But there's a guy, John Wolfe, who watches them, and he's just like, he makes commentary on it, and it's so gold. But I mean, the guy's thing was, this is 100% proof that ghosts are real. And then his video was like the most non-scientific. It's like, oh, that was it. That's his sign. Meanwhile, he's got 4 million hits. But it's unbelievable, these people.
People want to believe, Dave.
It's the same as the restoration people that film the shit backwards.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's obvious what's going on to anybody who's tried to do anything like that, to a piece of gear or something. But that's what gets the clicks. And
do you ever see the videos where they go and like indigenous people are building like a house?
Oh, yeah.
And then they busted them. They're like, let's pause this. Why are there tractor tracks here?
Tires.
These are tracks from a bobcat, supposedly in the middle of this island where they're building everything by hand. It's fucking gold. I love when the people break down those videos and bust them.
Oh yeah, I know. Brad posted one where the guy dug the acoustic guitar out of the mud.
Oh, that was my biggest video ever. Yeah. And see that, but that's what I'm saying. Like just a reaction to that kind of video, like showing where the guy's like he's deceiving everybody. That's my biggest video, and I don't do that kind of content. But YouTube obviously wants me to do that kind of content. It's like it's telling me, hey, if you did this, you could be fucking. You could have 1 million.
Comment on other people.
Subscribers. Yeah. That
that was the acoustic guitar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a guy who did one about
it with the wire brush.
But there's a guy who did one on a Strat. He found a Strat in the barn, and this guy was like, "Why are the frets green?"
Too.
And
as soon as I saw that one, I thought, "Here we go again."
All the rust on it was paint, and you could see he's just taking a sponge and wiping it off, and it's like you're wiping off rust, like it's it was all paint.
It was like it wrong all this time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the girl lives in a van.
But see, a lot of that is down to what's it down to? It's editing, good editing and a good thumbnail and a catchy title, that's 95% of it.
Clickbait.
I'm trying to even think of what the hell I even watch on YouTube anymore. I watch this guy John Wolf just because he does he plays video games. Oh, you know who I like is the Hello You Absolute Legends. Carl Jobst, I think his name is. He talks about every lawsuit and every cheater in video games. That's hilarious. Because they had this girl that she claimed she played this game blindfolded and won. Meanwhile, you could see she's adjusting the I mean, she's making so many adjustments. Why would you make those adjustments? You don't need to see. You're blindfolded. But she could see right through the blindfold. It was so fake. And this guy's calls her out and he makes video after video about her. He's pretty funny, Carl Jobst. The guy who was the Donkey Kong winner, what was that guy's name? Billy Mitchell?
Something like
Am I
Billy
the only
something.
pathetic loser that watches this stuff?
Yeah,
What
you
about
must
I wrote a documentary about that guy.
Yeah, Total Recall.
Yeah, but it's all he's
racing.
What about snooker? You guys watch snooker at all in England? Ronnie Osa?
That's a bad miss.
I prefer the videos where the
Nate.
dogs and make friends with a deer and they run around the yard. Those are my favorites. And
I watched the Vizsla.
And the owners get Lyme disease.
I thought about getting a Vizsla dog, and so I watched one Vizsla video, and all of a sudden my feed was every fucking thing you want to know about the Vizsla on this thing. It's a Hungarian pointer dog.
You saying it now, and my phone being right here. Now that's all I'm going to see.
Right. Okay. Giant black cocks. How we enjoy your phone.
dildo.
Scat videos with midgets.
Hey, if you keep this up, Dave, you might actually get more people in here watching this.
Exactly. Yeah, my numbers just went up.
You said giant black cocks. Look, the first thing that comes up.
Who is
Was
it?
it?
Kanye?
Yeah.
Is it Kanye? I'm just guessing.
I don't think that's him, but
I'll tell you if he had a hole on top of his
it's a
head.
good reason to use headphones, Allie, so your cell
On
phone
Lonesome
doesn't get
Dove,
exposed.
I love snooker. Ronnie O'Sullivan, Judd Trump, Mark Selby. It's a great sport. If you're sick of watching pool videos, the snooker world's it's all hilarious too because these guys have to wear vests. They all look like waiters.
I'll never get tired of watching pool videos.
Oh, are you a big fan of the magician Efren Batareas?
I'm just kidding, actually.
Oh,
watch pool videos. That was
but no. So
ironic.
this guy, everybody in England, they have to dress like a waiter to play snooker. It's like a gentleman's game, and they can't even say anything or anything. They're like, up. It's like golf, like quiet. Somebody coughs, so like quiet.
Or bowls.
Guy's hitting a fucking ball into a pocket. Can we stop the elitism of this game, please, for a minute? Meanwhile, there's always a young girl there's two of them, actually. There's a brunette and a blonde. They're always overdressed. That's my complaint. Relax. Take off your top. Dead silence. I don't get it, folks.
I'm laughing on the inside.
Where it counts. Like Gabe Cotter.
I was actually more like, I'm with Dave on this one.
Yeah, oh no, they're great. They're very pretty. But I'm telling you, it's a great game. And I told you I was watching that. Who watches golf? Landscapers.
Years ago, I used to watch golf all the time for some reason in the 90s.
Yeah, was it Dorf on Golf? Is that what you were watching?
Yeah.
Those are awful.
On VH1.
I never found Tim Conway funny.
Are those even on YouTube, though? Can you even get that stuff? Yeah, it's Dorf on
Yeah,
YouTube.
probably. I would think so.
I wonder how many views does Dorf have on YouTube? I'm curious.
I'll tell you what's funny. There's a guy on Instagram named Goob, Goob, and he goes and points out all the influencers.
390,000 views. 1.5 million views. Dorf on Golf, one of three. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, right.
So this guy Goob, he goes and busts people for photoshopping and shows how he can tell that it's photoshopped. He's like, oh, look at this. This girl's saying all you got to do is get in the gym and do it. Focus on you. He's like, but here, is her butt, and it goes around, but the bar behind her is also moving because they stretch, and he busts them, and then they write back to him, and they're like, I didn't fucking do that picture, and he's like, so you're a liar now, because here, and it's great. It's a fun channel on Instagram called Goob, but he just rips on all these influencers who try to bullshit people by fixing their photos. He's like, this girl's saying anyone can diet and you can do it. And it's like, but look, her stomach, she sucked her stomach in because that metal beam, I'm pretty sure, doesn't curve like this.
And then the one innocent girl who stood in front of the architect's, bent metal beam.
Right. Well, no, there was a girl
for some reason.
There was a girl who went in front of like a green carpeting where it was bent weird, and he was like, I think that's the carpet, I don't think that's photoshopped. And then she went and showed pictures, like, 'cause she thought he was going to bust him, and she's like, no, it is the carpet. He's like, yeah. He goes, it looks like your body, and you didn't. But these ones, the ones he points out, it's obvious. I mean, once you know how to do anything in Photoshop, you can see this. It's like, if you really wanted to fuck with your body and do this, you'd have to do it right by taking your picture in that background and then get out of the picture and take the background again, get yourself out of it. Then you can go adjust anything you want over the new background because we won't see bents. But these people don't. They're doing it all from their phone and
duplicate layer.
Yeah, but it's exactly. You get it. Yeah, but they're not doing that. And it's like, well, first of all, you don't have to do that to your pictures. It's pretty insane. Now, I'm not saying I haven't done that to my cockpit. No, I'm kidding, folks. That's a joke. But anyways, I'm just saying it's just unnecessary. Like, it's a camera. This is what you look like. Take your best picture. Sell your fucking your sawdust as vitamins and your training programs for $100 a minute, whatever it is. It's like, I'll tell anybody right now, I don't care what you do when you go into the gym. If you go into the gym a few days a week and you do the right diet, you're going to look fantastic. Doesn't matter what you do. I don't care. Anything to get yourself moving.
A few days a week? That's way too much commitment.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you do it with the right diet, you know what I'm saying, Matt? If you do it with the right diet, these chicks or any guy.
And you have to diet? That's man.
The diet's everything. It's everything.
You're right.
The gym doesn't. If you had to pick one or the other, I'd say fuck the gym. Diet.
Diet is 90% of it. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. I even think it's more. I see this guy in the gym the other day, and this kid lost, like, I want to say maybe 100 pounds. He might have been 360 pounds. He's down to 260. And we're talking, and he goes, yeah, I'm struggling. I'm doing an hour of cardio a day. I was like, I was doing 2 hours. It's not going to do anything. I said, you got to change your diet. This is what you got to do. And he was like real interested in looking into it. And if he does it, he doesn't even have to go to the gym to even do any cardio. He'll drop another 100 pounds.
So explain to me.
How big is he? How tall?
260? He's 260. He's probably 5'11".
Oh, so he still looks pretty beefy.
He's heavy. Yeah.
Wow, but he lost 100.
No, he's heavier than I am.
Yeah. Yeah, 260 is not thin. What were you going to say, Brad?
I was going to say, explain to me your diet, Dave.
No carbs. All high fat, all meat.
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing that my buddy Steve is doing, yeah.
Yeah, it's carnivore
too.
And he always talks about it too. He talks about it like he's really into it.
Well, it's the answer.
What happens is your brain clicks over from being on the fat, and your body, and Matt does it as well, and you realize this is the proper human diet. Like, the other things that we eat is really not food, and you feel way different. Your body. I mean, right now, Brad, when you came on my show the first time, I might have had a 38 waist. I weighed 265. I weigh 180 pounds with a 30-inch waist. 180 pounds with a 30-inch waist. It's nuts. And the weight just falls off you. the aches and pains get out of your body, and you start to realize, oh, this is what, like the way I'm satiated, I eat one meal a day and I'm full. But I eat bacon, sour cream, eggs, beef,
Short ribs.
lamb. I got a
These
corned
short
beef.
ribs put me out of commission.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
But so when you do that and you cut out first thing you have to cut out is all oil. Anything with canola oil. When you eat a bag of chips, that's all oil. The processed foods and the oils you have to completely obliterate out of your diet. And that's the first step. That's like if someone said to me, well, I think carnivore's crazy, I would say at least cut oils out. Because to me, that's the cause of cancer, heart attacks, diabetes. That's everything. Sugar, not so much. Then I would say, but the vegetables and the fiber of like grains, you don't need it. And you're never hungry. Jerry, how much are you down from when you initially? Because Jerry did it without telling me. We went out to dinner one night, and I was talking about it, and Jerry didn't say anything. He just said, "Okay."
I observed.
I see Jerry a month later. I'm like, he's half the guy. I said, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I did the diet. I didn't want to tell you I was doing it."
Yeah. I weighed in at 193. But you know what I've been doing? I've been walking, and I like the cardio. I think it's good for me. It keeps my stamina.
It's good for your soul.
To do. Because I'm sleeping less, and I get twice as much energy. But dude, it's like there's less and less fat, and there's more muscle.
Yeah.
I'm 58 years old, and I'm fucking rock'em sock'em, baby. So I'm telling you, gentlemen, it works, and you get mental clarity, and you get stamina, and you're way more focused. You don't have the blues. You're really performing well, and
it's incredible.
Getting more organized, and just a lot of positive things, and people gravitate towards you. You're like the Sunshine Factory.
And Matt,
amazing.
you've been doing it. Matt started it a little after I did. I think 2 weeks of me being into it, Matt called me up and asked me about it, and then you went on it.
Yeah, but again, during Christmas, I had cheesecake and fucking all this bullshit.
Right, you
and
cheat.
It fucked me up in another 15 pounds, and then since the beginning of the year, I got back in my program, and I'm zero carb, so I'm eating hamburger, steak, eggs, cheese, butter, pork rinds.
I love it all. That's what I do. Cheese. I'm zero carbs since 15 months.
So my weight's kind of stayed under 200, which is great, but my size, I've shrunk. My neck, it's a 16 and a half where it used to be a fucking 19 and a half.
Yeah.
My waist is probably a 32.
And the funny thing is, I didn't lose my neck. I went from an 18 to a 17 and a half neck, which isn't a big jump considering the size. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, mine's reduced, fucking 20% or whatever it is.
No, I know.
This is a large shirt that I can button with ease.
Yeah.
And it's great. You can just buy large shirts off the rack, $9, $13, whatever it is, and they fit. None of this.
Yeah.
I used to be 2X tall and all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Now, Crowbar's story.
Let me just say, I used to wear 2X t-shirts, and now I wear medium.
Oh, geez, extra medium. Yeah, it's an accomplishment, man.
Husky toddler. I'm in a husky toddler size now.
There you go. Yeah, but the body within, it's it presents very well. It's not like you're some fat ass trying to wear a medium and your belly's hanging out and that bullshit. It's terrible. Now, Crowbar, what did you get down to, and what do you weigh today?
Okay, today I'm around 250.
Okay.
I was 410 in 2019. Fortunately, I'm a tall guy. I kind of wore it well, so it's. But I got down back in 2021. I got down to 196. It was a little too much.
Right. Yeah. You looked kind of yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
look sickly.
To maintain that, and how long did you maintain that?
Intermittent fasting. I did for 2.5 years.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. I just basically eat once a day. And Dave's right. You pretty much.
I do OMAD now.
And then there's a lot of times where I'll do a 48-hour, like not even thinking about it. You know,
Yeah.
I haven't eaten in 25 hours, 26 hours now. And, you know, I'm probably going to eat after this program, but I feel great, you know, and I did rehearsal. I worked all day. I walked this morning, you know, it's like bang, 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 bang. So
No,
you gotta do it,
I
man.
know.
Do the 30-day challenge. No, I know, you know, these other motherfuckers got to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
try
feel
it,
good.
guys. It
I
works.
think my biggest obstacle would be things like, you know, I could definitely do the eggs. I love eggs. I have chickens. They produce like 8 eggs a fucking day.
Oh,
Ooh,
fresh
I can't
eggs. Fresh eggs.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
love fresh eggs.
I can just walk out back and get eggs. So, you know, and I've got so many
Yeah.
in the house. It's unreal. We have to give them away. But so I could do eggs, but my problem is I like eggs with toast. It's like I like to break up the texture of the thing. Or
All right.
you know what I
Do you
mean?
like
I think that's my biggest
inflammation?
obstacle.
Do you like being, you know, banged up? Do you like that? It's not
No.
about what you like to eat. It's what you should eat and what
It
makes you feel
also,
better.
let me tell you
You
how
know,
you
to be
get around the
perfectly
toast. You can go to, there's a brand called Egg Life Wraps, and these circular wraps, and they taste like tortillas, but you can toast them and have that with your eggs, and they're 0 carb, and they're made from eggs, and they're really good, but they're
Is there
tortillas.
anything-
But
Is there anything that you eat that's even like almost crackery that doesn't have any carbs?
pork rinds,
Pork rinds?
and it's
Okay.
very high in collagen. It's good for your skin.
You're
And
right,
let me
Dave.
tell you, taking pork rinds and dipping it in. Now, the Jewish members of my audience will appreciate this. I dip it in cream cheese.
But pork rinds, do they cook those in lard, right?
They
just
cook
them
it in
lard.
pork fat
fat.
itself. Yeah, it's
Pork fat,
cooked in
yeah.
its own fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a perfect
Can you
food.
see this?
I'm gonna dip it
Really
in
is.
sour cream.
Hold on, let me Krellbot. Hold it more center camera. This is Krellbot
that
fat.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't remember seeing you like that, Crowbar. When did we first?
Yeah, that when I was on YouTube, I had already lost. In 2019, when I got to know Dave, we used to meet up for lunch, and I was at critical mass then.
So that was
I think I
160 pounds ago?
Wasn't that
Yep.
picture on America's Most Wanted? That
That's
photo,
crazy.
it's,
It was. It was. Howie, it's funny you mentioned that. I was early 90s. I was watching Unsolved Mysteries with my friend Derek. And there was this guy that robbed the gas station attendant and friggin' killed him behind the counter. And so they had an actor playing him. He had long hair, Megadeth shirt, right? And I had long hair, and I was wearing a Megadeth shirt at the time. They showed a picture of the real guy. My friend Derek goes, "That's you."
Do you guys ever see now? This is
Little
what's funny.
do we
On
know
you-
it really was Crowbar.
right.
Right? Yeah, look at my back wall here.
Do
I'm
you
a
ever see the
psycho.
funny news stuff on YouTube where they go to the news channels and they show like funny things? And one of them is like, there's a few of them where they show a wanted picture of the drawing and it looks just like the guy in the news.
It just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, the headline says "rapist on the loose" or something like
Yeah,
that.
and it tells the guy, and it's just like, there's one where there's a person they're showing how this is a great luggage for people that go on cruises. You can jump in the luggage and it turns into a floating device. So this guy jumps in and the newscaster can't even talk. He's crying, laughing at how absurd it looks. It's one of the best things. Billy Mays asking about rice cakes. Look, the carnivore diet is simple. If it doesn't come from something that's living, you can't eat it.
Right.
So you can have heavy
That's the beauty
cream.
of it. It's super, you know, it's like this is what
Heavy
you gotta
cream.
do.
You can have cheese as long as there's no carbs in the cheese. You can have beef, eggs, bacon, lamb. I have a
Butter.
corned
Salmon.
beef brisket that I'm going to be making on Saturday that I'm looking forward to. But you can have ribs, pork ribs, anything you want.
What about beer?
Nope.
No.
But if you
about,
were going to drink
whiskey?
alcohol,
Alcohol's
Alcohol.
counterproductive.
whiskey's fine. Whiskey's
I know,
the only
but
Vodka too, right?
you shouldn't do it, but it
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
still it won't have
I'd
What
say
about
maintain weight drinking, but
what about coffee?
yeah,
coffee's okay if it's
black coffee. There's
or you
Dave,
can put butter in it.
in my research, there seems
why
to
not
be
milk?
maybe one carb, a little less than one carb in coffee.
because
Uh-huh.
milk has a ton of sugar in it. You only
Yeah,
heavy.
no, you do heavy cream.
A heavy
No
cream.
carbs. Light cream's got less than one carb. Half and half
Yeah.
is bullshit because it's half milk.
Yeah, and heavy
You're
cream
right,
is
Howard.
0 carb.
There's a lot of fucking carbs in milk. You know,
I'll say this: after every meal, I take diet orange soda and put it in half a glass.
why are you drinking that shit?
Because I'm filling that glass with heavy cream, and I'm drinking
Just drink the
500
heavy
calories
cream.
of heavy
Creamsicles.
cream.
Just drink the heavy cream.
Listen, for a guy who sits there and was eating sugar, what is it called? Sweet potatoes for months.
I don't no more.
There's no calories in the diet orange soda. It's just a conduit to get the cream into me.
Chemicals.
Oh God, I'm not touching that one.
Listen,
But
fellas.
you want to, don't
Hello,
you,
Frisco.
Phil?
How Rip Taylor wasn't running through my room throwing confetti still's boggling me.
I think you dated
Hello,
Samantha
Frisco.
Fox in the 80s, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think everyone did.
And Martha Quinn. Yeah, I don't agree so much with the chemicals that you guys are saying as far as it doesn't have an insulin response, and I don't really.
Okay,
It's funny, like people will say it has these chemicals, and you guys don't realize the other shit you're drinking with hexane solvents and everything.
I
But
don't have any of that
stevia is a natural product.
Yeah.
I use
Listen,
that all the time.
I like the whole food aspect. So you got the meat, you got the bacon, you
Yeah.
get the.
I'm just talking about my
diet
dessert.
soda just seems not counterproductive. But hey, listen, you rationalize it any way you want. I just have soda water or water.
Yeah.
And
All
black
right.
coffee with a little salt and a little bit of cream.
Yeah, I want it.
Sounds good.
That's my fucking goodie.
soda.
I'll tell you that.
Salt. Why would you put salt in your coffee?
Oh, you
It's
put
good
salt in
sugar.
everything.
Good.
What happens is when
Yeah,
you
salt
lose
everything.
insulin resistance and you stop eating carbs, your body doesn't hold on to salt anymore. So like your blood pressure is going to go, like if you have high blood pressure, it's going to drop to normal. And you have to keep eating salt because you're going to need to replenish it. Your body doesn't hold on to it like it used to. And so
When I lost the weight, mine went lower than normal. Mine
Yeah.
got dangerously low.
But you want to
My
have a
body
lot
had
of
to
sea
adjust
salt
to it.
because it has 80 minerals in it, and it's everything that you need. I salt so if I want a snack, I'll go, like fresh buffalo mozzarella, the soft mozzarella.
Yep.
I'll take that and I'll pour tons of sea salt on it and eat it. And one or two pieces with all that salt, I'm like, I'm normal now. I'm good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's the best.
I call
Heavy
it salt
salt,
with my new
heavy-
sugar.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Dave,
this diet.
Did you just say buffalo?
Yeah, isn't that what they call? Isn't that the Italian pronunciation of that cheese?
Buffalo mozzarella.
Yeah, but if you're an Italian, they say buffalo.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah. But let me just say this. The diet is, people always say, oh, it's high protein. No, it's high fat.
Mm-hmm.
So I save all my bacon fat. I cook my eggs in bacon fat. I take chicken thighs and bake them in the oven, but I cover them in bacon fat. And then I add tons of salt and I use a little dash of white pepper and fresh Romano cheese.
If you get an air fryer, it comes out awesome.
Oh, this
Really
comes out
crispy skin.
better than KFC. It tastes like it, but it's so good.
This shit's good.
Yeah,
It's like gray.
Yeah.
It's like beach sand.
it's great.
All types of minerals and what have you. So I got all types of salt. I dig it.
Lose weight and quit smoking. I mean, I would do carnivore.
Well, I'll tell you what, it'll probably give you more willpower, once
Yeah,
you start on the program,
Like I said, the brain, it's weird. And this is why when Brad said his friend talks about it, I understand, because the brain clicks and goes, oh, you start to see all the problem with everything in the soup. You go into a supermarket and I'm like, none of it's food. You can walk, anything I walk through, I'm like, I would never eat that in a million years. You just go right to the meat section, cheese, eggs, cream, and and a ton of butter and get the hell out.
That's kind of my shopping experience anyway.
Yeah.
I have like 5 stops. I just go bang, 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 and I'm gone.
Yeah, you shop the place in 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing in a
you get
gyro you can
willpower.
eat, Billy Mays. You just except for the lamb. So just lamb. There's nothing in a gyro you can have. You can't have the pita. You can't have the lettuce, the tomato, the onion. You can't have any of that. You can't have the tzatziki sauce either.
Why not the lettuce?
It's fucking green.
Does the lettuce have parents?
Yeah, but
It doesn't come from an animal.
Yeah.
It's
Why is
poison.
that the?
See, the reason is with vegetables is this. So vegetables don't want to be eaten. They want their fruit to be eaten because that's where they put the seeds, so they're sweet and they don't put toxins in them. But in the plant itself, like animals will walk up to a plant, smell it, and walk away because there's all kinds of toxins in there that they're trying to fight. And we eat those and ingest those. One of them is oxalates, like spinach, broccoli, and almonds are very high in oxalates. Well, when people get gallstones, kidney stones, that's all oxalate, calcium oxalates. That all comes from plant food. And we don't really even have a way to digest it. Our bodies can't, we don't have a cecum that breaks down cellulose. So we don't, even though we say we're omnivores, we're not. We're carnivores. We get all the nutrition out of meat, but we can't get any of the nutrition out of plants. In fact, it stops us, and you won't know it until you try it and you feel the difference, and you're going to be like, motherfucker.
But Dave,
yeah.
But Dave, are you saying that the American education system was wrong?
It is wrong, yes.
On many levels.
Let me say this. My brother's on carnivore. He's 5 months in. And since he started, after his brain clicked 2 to 3 weeks in, my brother, if you know my brother at all, he'll tell you the worst thing in the world that he ever wants to do is tell me I was right. That's the last thing he ever wants to do is say, DL, you were right. And he says it constantly now. He's like, there's no question this is the way we're supposed to eat. And he's never going back. He's like, he's down to a 32-inch waist. He lost 45 pounds. And now this month, he just started going back to the gym. Hasn't been in the gym in forever. But it's crazy.
I'll tell you, though, being type O blood.
Stop texting and driving, brother.
Is, I think, matches up very well with the carnivore. You know, I think you and I are lucky, Dave, that we're blood type O.
Yeah, you know? John might be right. There might be, but you can't have cucumber in it. It can just be, cucumber is technically a fruit. So there's a carnivore 2.0 that'll allow it, but regular carnivore won't allow it, just the yogurt. And you need the other things in it for it to be tzatziki.
Dave, have you done the lion diet?
I've done it over a month. I did a month of it. It was tough. Yeah. The lion diet's hard.
Yeah, no
That's
coffee,
where you cut out all dairy.
Yeah.
And it's just meat and salt. It's tough.
And water.
I got down 173 pounds on the lion diet. And then I went back to carnivore, and I'm back up
How
to
was
180.
your attitude and your
everything was the same. I was just hungrier all the time. I was eating 2 times a day because I wasn't getting enough fat. Certain days I was getting enough fat, but you just get the munchies more. So I was eating more pork rinds. But
yeah, you can't go crazy with those. There's, like you said, you'd have like a handful and that's it because
you just want
too
a little
much
crunch.
Is too much with that.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good collagen. It's all fat. It's all.
I agree, but you got to have a portion of it. You can't.
I can eat a whole bag of those damn things.
Yeah, I know. Fucking. It's
especially the cracklins. The cracklins with the skin still attached. Those are good.
The thing about water. Someone's saying about drinking more water. There's a great guy of videos, and let me tell you, when you do the carnivore diet, you drink water when you're thirsty. Your body tells you when you want things. It'll tell you when you're hungry, tells you when you're thirsty, when you need it. You don't need to be over drinking water and losing minerals. You just, when you're thirsty, you'll go for it. But you will change your perspective once you become fat adaptive. And your body gets rid of the need for sugar, which takes 2 to 3 weeks. After that, you're like, it's all easy sailing. At that point, you're like, oh my God, I'm over this hump. And now I look forward to eating every day. I mean, I love it. Tomorrow I'm going to eat. I'm having lamb. I'm making a rack of lamb tomorrow. I can't wait to eat that. And bacon and eggs. Come on. I love it. I look forward to it. Yeah. So
I agree.
Anyways, it's an interesting diet. But what I was saying was, if you do this diet, you're gonna get lean, and you're gonna get leaner than you've ever thought you could be. But you're gonna feel fantastic, and you'll want to go to the gym, but you don't need the gym to get into this type of physique to lose the weight, and but it helps. I mean, if you want to get add some beef, get some guns, whatever you want to do.
Now, how soon to your feeding time do you work out?
I don't think about it. I
Okay.
work out.
Crowbar, I actually like to exercise while I'm fasting, and I eat it between 9 and 11 o'clock at night. It depends on the day, So,
Oh, okay.
well, I feel like you get an additional burn, and you're burning the fat, so you get great energy. And I've been doing it.
You burn the
months.
fat, but I mean, like if you want to put muscle on and stuff. I mean, does the timing of your meals?
No, it doesn't matter.
Is there a
Doesn't
rule
matter.
that if you go on this diet, you have to refer to it as feeding time?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Well,
Well, because you know what,
I
you
was about to
don't.
comment on that.
Time to feed the animal.
Yeah, num time.
Feeding time.
I just like eating later in the day because initially, if I ate early, I'd want to eat again, and I wanted to get away from eating too much. I know
Yeah, I usually
that's not your
eat at
philosophy,
6,
but
7 o'clock.
This is what works for me. So
I eat
that-
at 2:30 to 3.
All right,
and
I love
I'm
to eat
never
at 8
hungry.
o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and then
Yeah.
go to bed or
Yeah.
walk or walk and then eat when I come back. It's
Yeah.
like the last thing I do, and then sleep, and that begins the
Yeah.
fast. That's what works for me.
And I'll tell you another thing that when my brother started was I told my brother how much weight he was going to lose, and he didn't believe me because he weighed 232 or something around there, and I was like, you're going to get under one. You're going to probably get down to 180, and he was like, there's no way I can lose that much. I'd be happy just to get close to 200. And I was like, 200? You're going to get to 200 before the year's over? He was like, no way. And he got to 200 by November. 2 months before he expected to.
If you do it right,
and
it can happen.
Yeah, and he's down into the 180s now.
How tall is he?
6'1".
Oh, so he looks thin.
Yeah.
All right, you've convinced
not
me.
as thin as Matt. What's that?
Dave,
I said you've convinced me. I'm going to try it.
Dave, are you
Yeah.
planning on doing this the rest of your life? Like this is going
For
to
me,
be
yes. There's no other way.
Yeah.
It's like I said, when your brain clicks, you realize, oh, this is the way we were supposed to eat. And then you look and you watch videos from doctors who do it, and you start realizing that like all these oils are all causing cancers. It's all poison that they're selling. When we were kids, and maybe I know you're younger than us, Brad, but maybe even so, when we were kids, we ate Oreo cookies as kids. That was lard and sugar was the cream filling. Now it's all oils. Now go look at what the schools and what these kids look like eating this stuff. These kids have fat on fat. They look terrible.
Yeah.
The obesity is insane. When I was a kid, there was 1 or 2 fat kids.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
they get the back fat on their
but-
arms and just. I see
Also,
40-year-old
French
guys
fries
that
when
are-
we were French fries when we were kids was fried in beef tallow.
Yep.
Now it's all oil. It's poison is everywhere, and that
And
shit
tasted
is
so much
death.
better.
It was better in tallow.
Oh yeah.
Well, for
Yeah,
me,
it
it's
was
not.
more
It's not really so much about weight as it is about just that when you said stuff about the aches and pains and the energy level and stuff.
Inflammation.
My energy level gets so fucking low.
Oh, it's
like a lot
crazy.
of days, I'm just like I don't want to do shit.
Well, and then
That's not-
brain
and I'm not.
fog,
I'm not really fat. I mean, I've got a little bit of extra weight I could probably
Yeah.
lose, but it's not about that for me. I would like to get some energy back.
Oh,
You know,
it's wild energy, and
Really
it's
what I would like to
mental
do is
clarity.
Stop the cocaine is what I need.
Right, that'll help.
I mean,
The cocaine diet always worked, but no, seriously, there is like a mental alertness, and I'll tell you what happens: you sleep so good.
Yeah.
I close
and
my
that's
eyes,
it.
I fall
My
asleep.
sleep is so bad.
Yeah,
I don't.
you sleep unreal
at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
Matt.
I'm going to go do it right now.
I was going to say, Matt looks like he's getting
Same
tired,
here.
but Matt has been doing it. Matt, what is your weight before you go? Tell us what you weigh.
I was probably around 205, 210 before I started it. And then it came off pretty quick. And the lowest I went was 172, but I'm hanging around 180 right now.
Nah,
Doing
same
one
here.
meal?
I think our
One meal a
bodies
day or
just did the
two,
What's that?
1 or 2 meals a day, or
I vary it. I don't always just do one. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll have 2. if I do, it's usually like a bacon and eggs earlier and then a steak at night or something like that. But you can vary it up, and I have cheated on it on holidays and stuff, and
Right.
I've had cherry pie and apple pie and cheesecake and all that shit. But just do a little bit and then go right back onto it.
Yeah. And there is no rule about OMAD. You don't have to do 1 meal a day. If you wanted to break it up into 5 meals, 2 meals, whatever you wanted to do. But the point is once you eat your 1 meal and you get a little bit of that fat in you, you're going to be like, I don't need to eat. I'm so full.
Well, but
you'd be full for weeks.
Yeah, between you and my friend Steve, you're both intelligent people whom I trust. So hell with it. I'm going to try it. Fuck it.
All right.
I'll report back. I'm gonna report back and see how I'm doing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the first 2 weeks are going to be
people
tough.
that go on this diet die. He didn't tell you that.
Yeah, the discipline. The discipline is all. The discipline is all in the first 2 weeks, and that's all. I'll tell you right now, your discipline's going to be on 8. But make sure you're getting fat and as much saturated fat as possible. So if you make yourself a steak, and it's not like it's a fillet, something that doesn't have a lot of fat. Yeah. Eat a stick of butter.
Is sausage okay?
Sausage is good.
Good.
Yeah, it can be. You have to look at it, make sure there's no carbs.
Yeah, it can't have carbs in it.
Yeah, sometimes they put filler in it.
Some sausage will have sugars in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's best to just go with the red meat. What's
I
that?
have to go. Yeah, I have to go. I'll see you guys.
I gotta go. Too.
Yeah,
we all gotta go. All right, everyone. So we'll talk more, Brad. Let's see what your how it comes along.
Okay, I'm serious.
And
I'm gonna try it.
All right, great. Howie, we'll see you soon. Matt, Jerry,
look up
Relba.
autophagy.
Yeah, look up autophagy and look up Dr. Anthony Chafee. I'll send you some links to watch. There's some really good videos from surgeons.
Okay, got it.
All right, everyone. Very good. Have a great night. And we is out of here. Very good.